is waiting. Wow, gee whiz, this is taking ages to go live, and now we're on. Hey guys, how you going today on BKR Sport? We're here for a game that is not exactly the most enthralling. Canterbury Bulldogs versus the Newcastle Knights. Now, I have actually tipped the upset here. However, we'll talk a little bit more about this game beforehand. The Sharks, obviously, earlier on did beat the Tigers by 50-20 or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous scoreline there. Sharks going into the top 8, which pushes the Knights. The Knights are still there in 7th position right now. Pushes the Titans down to 9th position. But, yeah, the Dogs, if they lose this game, they are officially the wooden spoon for 2021. There is no doubt. There is no mathematically possible. They will be officially the wooden spooners for 2021 with a loss here today, regardless of the Broncos game right on after this. Look, I have tipped the Dogs here. I think it's a little bit of a surprise. I know the Dogs actually have a pretty good record against the Knights, but, you know, looking at the table, the Knights are in 7th position, the Dogs are in 16th. Like I said, the Dogs can't go above the Broncos if they do lose this game today, but they would also need to win and then hope the Broncos lose tomorrow to the Warriors, which is definitely possible. So it is still mathematically possible for them not to be finishing in that last spot if those results obviously do go their way. The Knights, on the other hand, they're in 7th position right now, so no matter what, they will be in 7th regardless of the result here. There's no chance. Well, they still technically could catch the Eels if the Eels lose every game from here on out, and the Knights win every game from here on out, but we all know that's not happening. So yeah, look, it's the Knights are in a pretty good position right now, especially if they win. They've probably locked themselves up for a top 8 spot if they win this game, but they do play the Titans next week, who they have a horrible record against, and I'm not too sure who they play as the final game of the season. Let's have a look here. Round 25, the Knights get to play the Broncos. So, look, to be honest with you, man, the Knights should have their space locked up in the top 8, but you never know with this team. And this is why I'm tipping the Dogs today, because not only do the Dogs have a good record against the Knights, they're also a team. The Knights are also a team that will promise so much and then completely capitulate the next week. Like, they'll win one game and they'll lose one big, and they'll win one game and they'll lose another one big. It just kind of is how they go. They're always so inconsistent, and that's why I tipped them for 8th this year at the beginning of the year. I tipped the Titans for 7th, and I tipped the Knights for 8th, and right now, you know, it's pretty similar to what that is going to happen here. But if the Knights win, they're more than likely going to hit 7th, but we never know. I just feel like the Bulldogs are going to finally get a win here. They've taken a long time to get it, and if the Dogs are going to get a win against any team around this area, it is going to be this team that is so inconsistent and just so crazy overall. But yeah, Godhorn says, wait, Blaze, if Doggies won, then Titans win next week. Would Knights miss the 8? Potential. There is potential. If the Dogs won and the Titans won, the Knights could drop out in the next 2 weeks, but probably still unlikely. They're still 2 points above everybody else, but they definitely would go below. Actually, no, yeah, they would. Yeah, they would, because the Sharks would have to beat the Broncos, but yeah, that would be the case there. So, look, it's interesting. The Knights do have to win this game, but I just know this team too well. I know this team too well, and I can't back them in. Whenever you want to tip the Knights or the Warriors, you always tip against them, and for some reason, I'm just getting a feeling here the Doggies are going to be able to sneak this one. I'm just getting a feeling here the Doggies are going to be able to sneak one here. But guys, what are we on likes-wise? We are on 9 likes right now. Let's get up to 20 likes before the game does get started here. Smack that thumbs up button, and obviously hit that subscribe button. I'm not expecting a great turnout here for this stream because obviously this game means pretty much jack shit overall. But still smack that thumbs up button and obviously hit that big old red subscribe button. The Golden Holland says Knights have a horrendous for and against. Absolutely. The Knights have the worst for and against of the lot, actually. They've got minus 137. They've got, well, until that Tigers-Sharks game, the Knights had the worst for and against out of everyone from 7 through 13. However, obviously they've won more games than the lot, so that's the only reason that they're actually still up there in that top 8. Because if they were equal on points with the Sharks, Titans, and Raiders, they would be in 10th spot right now. Sharks would be in 7th, and Titans would be in 8th. But obviously that is not the case. Thomas Talk Sports says Sharks, Knights, and Titans looking very tight. Yeah, absolutely. I just feel like we spoke about this a lot in the last stream. I just don't see the Sharks making it. I just don't. They play the Storm. They're not beating the Storm, and they just don't have a good record against the Broncos. And they didn't look great against that Tigers, but they still won. So you got to give them the fair dues. But in the same sense, I just don't get that good feeling. But the Knights and Titans, every single team outside the 8 needs the Titans to lose the Knights next week. So literally every team will be going against my team. Well, there you go. Cronzy said if the Titans don't win the next 2 matches, there's a chance they don't make the 8. If the Titans don't win the next 2 matches, they don't make the 8, mate. It's literally impossible for them to make the 8 if they lose the next 2 matches. What are you talking about? Nice Noah says, damn, Skill Park looks so beautiful. Skill Park is what they called it about 10 years ago, mate. They've changed the name since then. That is, your comments are so weird sometimes, man. Like, your comments are really, really weird. But yeah, they changed it from Skill Park probably about 11 years ago, 10 years ago, mate. But they're about to come out here for the game. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Also, let me know if you are keen for me to bring out some BKR Sport merchandise, whether it be a shirt, a hat, a hoodie, or a poster or whatnot. I've been considering it of late. It probably wouldn't come out for a few weeks or so, but I have been considering it of late. So do go and vote in the chat. It's 82% right now for absolutely. But yeah, let me know. Knowledge for Lyric says, thoughts on the new Redcliffe team? Oh, we've spoken about this to death. We've spoken about that to death. Connor Asher says, hello, sorry I've not been on a lot of streams. Been busy. It's all right, man. We're always streaming. We're always having a good time. And we are ready for a game here that I'm feeling like there could be an upset. But in the same sense, it is the Bulldogs. So we all know they could get beaten by about 100 as well. And if they do lose by 100 here, fair enough, to be honest with you. Tasman says we have won 8 of our last 10 versus the Knights. And that's why I tipped you. And that's why I've tipped you, because I just genuinely believe this Dogs team, even though they're shithouse, just for one day for the rest of this season, this is the only team they probably could beat. This is probably the only team they probably could beat here. But the Knights are running out onto the field right now. If I'm going to say the Dogs win, I'm going to say it's bloody 24-22 or something like that. It'll be a higher scoring game regardless. The Dogs' defense is woeful. So is the Knights, though, to be honest with you. Knowledge for Luke says, thoughts on Connor Watson going to the Roosters for less money? Look, it is what it is, man. He obviously wants to go to a team that has a better chance at winning. I know he's going to give you all kind of excuses under the sun to say, oh, no, it's probably just better for me. But really, it's better for him because he thinks that the Knights probably have no chance of winning the premiership and the Roosters have a better chance of winning the premiership. Fair enough, mate. I'd take less money to go and potentially win as well. But the Dogs are out into the field right now. They've obviously got Ryan James there, who is on loan from the Raiders, and also Corey Horsburgh is there as well. Nice Noah says, I'm just going to go for the Dogs upset because I want an upset. Yeah, well, we always get around the Doggies on this channel for a bit of fun, but whether they win or not is another question. RB4 Music says, okay, so do you think the Dogs will win or do you just want them to win? No, I genuinely believe that if the Knights are a team, it's not even necessarily this game. I just know the Knights. I know the Knights are a team that out of these next 3 games are going to get blown out in one of them. I do believe the Titans will be the one to do it, but in the same sense, I know this Knights team, they are so dodgy, man. They're so dodgy. They'll tell you they're going to promise you so much. And then they'll screw up immediately. They've got a full team here. They should be winning this game by 50. They should be winning this game by 50 and securing their top 8 spot. But I never guarantee the Knights, man. I can never back them in especially when I believe they've 100% got it locked in. I never do it. So this is really more so against the Knights than it is for the Bulldogs. I don't really think the Bulldogs are the better team at all, but I just feel like they'll be able to sneak something against a Knights team that is predominantly very inconsistent. So the Knights here will have the ball here. Second tackle, 20 metres out from their own line. Dasmate says you can tell in the first 5 minutes if we will win or not. I would say 10 minutes with the Dogs, because the Dogs are, I'd say probably 10 minutes, but yeah, you've still got the right kind of idea. Cooper Greasley says, isn't the Knights number 7 pretty good though? Mitchell Pearce is fine. Hasn't been fantastic for a while now, but still he's definitely fine. He still definitely gets the job done for him. He's been injured for a lot of this year, but look, I don't know. I get a feeling, man. I just get a feeling. So 4 tackled here for the Knights. They're 45 metres out here from their own line. Right-hand side, they're going to go here, and they get taken down here at the halfway line. 5th tackle now for the Knights. If the Dogs are going to win, they do have to get off to a good start, though. But I just feel like it could be a bit of a... I feel like the Dogs will score first, to be honest with you, but I feel like they'll score around probably after the 10-minute mark. And Meaney pumps up Ponga there, and Meaney gets out to about the 15-minute line here. That was really nice. Cronty says, Cowboys to beat the Eels tonight? Yeah, good luck, mate. Yeah, good luck. So, second tackle now. Even though the Eels have been absolutely woeful of late, they'll still get a win there, and they'll still get a pretty easy win there. So, left-hand side here, they give it off the Doggies, and they're going to get it out to about 25 metres out. Corey Allen with the ball. Gee whiz, he has really regressed. I never really saw him as an outstanding player at the Rabbitohs, but people obviously did. I thought they were offside at the Knights. Gets it out to the 30. Anthony Nomad says Sharks 50-20. Wow, yeah, I know it says 50-20, but we all watched the game and the scoreline, it was very advantageous. Well, Tigers were just dead set shithouse in defense, but the Sharks look just as woeful, but it's just how bad the Tigers are. Oh, Ponga will get that ball 15 metres out from his own line. Knowledge for Lyric says no team is... Oh my god. Anyone who says that comment, please slap yourself in the face. First tackle here for the Knights, right-hand side. It's now 35 metres out. Oh my god, people are still going on with this 50-point goddamn stat. It's the dumbest stat in history. My god. Second tackle here for the Knights. They're going to get this ball outside the 40. Justin Sunderland says, so far all the favourites have won this round. Have they? Sharks definitely. Storm definitely. Panthers were just the... Were the Panthers the favourites? It was very close, regardless. My god, I'm just so sick of hearing this stupid 50-point stat. It's the dumbest stat on the history of the planet. So 5th tackle now for the Knights. They're 40 metres out here from the line. 40 minutes out. Dogs haven't been terrible in this opening few minutes here. Will Edwards says Dogs 100% getting the spoon. Yeah, either if they win or lose this game, mate, they're getting the spoon. So it doesn't really matter, but I still feel like the Dogs might be able to sneak this win. But the Dogs will get the spoon regardless of the result in this game. Dustin Sunderland says Panthers were favours the whole week leading up, but it evened out just before kickoff. I was just before kickoff. I remember the Rabbitohs start. I think the Rabbitohs actually went into favouritism. I think they went into favouritism, but I'm not too sure. So second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 25 metres out. Gives it up to, I know they said Mozambique, but it's Hopawade. Hopawade will get this ball out to about 35 out here. Third tackle, 3 minutes gone. Making a decent amount of meters here. Luke Thompson with the ball. Luke Thompson being linked with the Tigers right now. That'd be a big signing for the Tigers if they can get him. But then again, we all know they have no halves. They have no hooker, and their fullback is very young. So hard to trust that team going into the future. I've probably got them in last play. Oh, jeez. He tried to get the offload away, but he could not get it. He could not get it. So left-hand side they go at the halfway point, and Lewis is going to put that ball in the air. All the Dogs are probably offside there, but I feel like the ref is going to give him a little bit of a, slight, keys. Justin Sunderland says, in my opinion, they should have been phased, but when I looked at it, they were $2.15, so I hopped on it. Well, yeah, fair enough. Look, it was a little bit dodgy last night, but in the same sense, it is what it is, man. Every team cops it. So second tackle now for the Knights. The only thing that I really had a major problem with is the Rabbitohs didn't get as many penalties as they probably should have, and the what's it called, downtown shit that they call was just terrible. But besides that, the Panthers deserved all those penalties. I think the Rabbitohs deserved a few more penalties. Gone Hans as the Doggies, an actual chance of winning today, or are we just hoping? No, the Dogs have a good chance against the Knights. They have a good record against them, and the Knights are not consistent, man. The Knights have never been consistent. I promise you, the Dogs are a chance. I promise you. So fifth tackle here, Mitchell Pearce with the ball, but the Dogs can also lose by 50. So you can take that all you like. Dogs could easily lose this game by 50, but they have a very good record against the Knights. They're probably a bit of the Knights bogey team, to be honest with you. They've won 8 out of the last 10, Dasmate said before, against them. Justin Sunderland says we move on as long as the Roosters win tomorrow. I'll be happy. Look, I want the Roosters to win, but I don't really care a great deal because the Dragons aren't making the 8. But Ockenball's going to throw that ball. At least it went backwards, and at least it wasn't a knock on, which he loves to do so much. But they'll get this ball out to about 42 metres here. RB4 Music says, I think it might be a tight game for 65 minutes. Yeah, fair enough. So 4 tackle now inside the attacking half. 4 tackle. Empire says Dogs will win. I hope so, right? As a Broncos fan, you wouldn't be hoping that. But Luke Thompson with a great run there gets it to the 40. So 6 minutes gone here. Left-hand side they go. They're inside the attacking 40. Lachlan Lewis puts the ball up in the air. Pretty good kick there. Is that a late tackle? Callum gets an easy take there. But was that a late tackle? I don't know. Something happened behind the play that we didn't really get to see here on the cameras. Dasmate says we're their bogey team. Yeah, that's why I'm willing to take the risk here. And it's a knock on there from the Knights. The Bulldogs are going to... Oh, it's offside. Set restart. Unlucky there, Dogs. It'll be offside there against the Dogs, and the Knights will get a penalty here. Unlucky because the Knights just knocked that ball on there. But it will be classed as a penalty there. Yeah, definitely offside. They're definitely offside there. Sachin Kelton says the Knights have always been consistently inconsistent. Absolutely. Crossley says last night was keen for weeks to watch that match, but just to be the worst refereeing match this season. No. See, this is the thing. Everyone overrates worst refereeing match this season. No. Mate, it was not the worst refereeing match this season. We've seen plenty of we've seen plenty of badly refereed matches, but this is what I was saying last night, guys. Rabbitohs fans will refuse to take that as a loss. They simply weren't the better team in the second half. However, they should have deserved a lot more penalties than they got, and the downtown penalty was ridiculous. But besides that, I don't know where people are considering that the Panthers didn't deserve the penalties they got. It's just the Rabbitohs should have got more. But the Panthers the Rabbitohs were ill-disciplined as shit last night. I saw all those penalties, and they were actually lucky not to get more overall. But set restart here for the Knights. They're 5 minutes out here from the line, but I did say to you guys last night, the Rabbitohs fans will refuse to believe that as a result. But I still believe that gave more of a belief to Rabbitohs to know that they can compete when it gets to the big time. So 5 minutes out here from the line. Second tackle now for the Knights. They're just outside the line right now. Brayley goes left-hand side. Oh, held up. Good defense there from the Dogs. You don't say that much, but good defense there from the Dogs. Dasmate says Cubs suck. That's all you can think of as an insult. No, the Cubs do suck. Absolutely. No, the Cubs absolutely do suck. No, you're absolutely spot on, mate. I don't know. Is that the best thing? Someone's made a fake account to troll and has said something that is absolutely the truth. We do suck. We suck really bad right now. we suck really, really bad. Like, what? Were you expecting a different response, or like the Cardinals are just as bad, to be fair? But 4 tackled here for the Knights. They're 18 metres out here from the line. Right hand side they go. Gets off to Mitchell Pearce. Nearly knocked that ball on out to the right hand side here. They're going to take it over the sideline here. Oh no, he scored. I think he scored a try here. I think he just scored a try. I think he's just scored a try here. They're going to call us a try. They'll check this one first, but. I'm pretty certain they just scored a try here. Tassie Skate says, go the doggies, getting around the doggies. Lacey says, hey, hello Lacey, but that's going to be a try time here for the Knights, but this is crazy bad defence from the Dogs if they don't push him out here. And the Knights, let's see here, this is bad defence from the Dogs. That's bad, that's Corey Allen here. I think that's a try here. I do think that's a try. I think this is a try. I think he's fine. That's terrible from Corey Allen. That's horrific from Corey Allen. Oh no, he's out. No, he's out. It's no try. No, he is out. It's a no try. He is out. So it will be a no try here against the Knights. Unlucky there, Knights fans. Unfortunately, no try. Connor Asher says, Blaze, who do you think will win? Go to the grand final? I think Melbourne and Rabbits. Yeah, I still think the Rabbitohs and I'm actually taking Rabbits and Panthers, to be honest with you. Cubs suck says I come here like 2 years ago and watched the Cubs Cardinal stream. I've been trying to find your account and I finally did. Good to see you. Cubs better than Cardinals better than Cubs. We're both shithouse, mate. We're both dead set shithouse. But last year was obviously when you did, because I don't think I was streaming until 19 baseball. But we'll stream a lot more baseball coming towards the playoffs, mate. But yeah, Cubs and Cardinals, we both suck, man. You just got to admit it at this point. But that'll be, the sooner you come to terms with it, the sooner you can be a lot more content with your team. But yeah, your trolling isn't going to get at me, my guy, because I know very much how my team is. We sold our entire team, but we'll look good in a couple of years' time. But anyway, let's get back to the Rugby League and away from the baseball. DLCF Gaming says, surprising game, Cronulla and Tigers. Not really, mate. Both teams terrible defensively. Just the Tigers are worse defensively. So left-hand side here, and Luke Thompson gets his ball to about the 20. Very lucky there, though. Very, very lucky there for the Doggies. Did not give up that try, but Corey Allen's still terrible. It wasn't Corey Allen who got that ball, the player out there. It was actually the inside centre. Bonesy Boys, his thoughts on Titans vs Storm. Look, I thought it was a good game in the first half of the Titans. Unfortunately, just couldn't finish it like they haven't been able to do many times this year. Storm were just the more clinical team, but I still think the Titans definitely make the top 8. But nice run here from Ryan James. Gets his ball outside the 40. And he gets the ball. Oh, it's a knock on against Ryan James. Wow. Wow, Ryan James. My goodness me. Nathan says up the Cowboys. Yeah, geez, talking about terrible teams. But it's going to be now the Knights who get the ball here, 45 minutes out from the line. Knowledge for Alexis Blaze, which team do you see not making the grand final in the next 10 years? You could absolutely say the Tigers. You could also absolutely say the Dragons. Tigers, Dragons, and... Cowboys could turn it around, but right now, if you're talking about right now on their team, then it's Cowboys too. Broncos are at least making improvements. There's no one really else. Eels. Parramatta. Parramatta would be there. It's a hot take, but Parramatta would be there. Tom says, thoughts on Jaden Campbell's performance the other night? He's been fantastic throughout the entire year when he's come in for AJ Brimson. He's been so good that obviously he's been touted to replace Brimson at the fullback and Brimson going to the number 6. So, fantastic. So first tackle here for the Knights, right-hand side here, gives it off. And I think Jaden Campbell might be... I think that Brimson could actually work in the 6 and Jaden Campbell could work in the fullback, to be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to potentially seeing it next year. So second tackle here for the Knights, gives off to Saifidi. Saifidi here, third tackle now, 15 metres out here from the line. Third tackle here for the Knights. Brayley goes right-hand side. Gives it off to the big man, 20 metres out. Mitchell Pearce to Ponga here, right-hand side. Oh, try time maybe, Ponga. No, wow, geez, how did he not score that? Good defence there from the Dogs to hold him out just then. So 2 metres out here from the line for the Knights. They go left-hand side, Brayley to Pearce. Pearce here, he kicks it on 4 tackle, too hard. Oh, he's thrown it back in. It's going to be a try time. It's going to be a try time here for the Knights. They're throwing the ball back in. It's going to be Saifidi who scores a try. It's going to be Saifidi who scores a try here. With 10 minutes gone, the Knights will score a try. That is really good stuff there for the Knights to throw that ball back in. The ball was too far kicked, but who is it? It is Barnett. Barnett gets through to it and is just able to slap it back before he goes out and before the ball goes out. And the Dogs, man, the Dogs lazy on defense. They can't get back to hit that ball away. They've got to really be back there waiting for it. You have to not give up on it. And Flanagan, look, I understand him, but in the same sense, there should have been other Dogs players trying to get there to prevent that one. Justin Sutherland says 10 years is a long time frame. Lots can change with clubs with that period. Absolutely. But I just answered the question based on them, and then we just move on, man. It's too difficult to continuously reply with, oh, man, 10 years is a difficult time frame, whatnot. 5 years is still quite a long time, to be honest with you. But in the same sense, because of my belief in Parramatta not being able to win the premiership with this team, they will have to go through a rebuilding stage, and I wouldn't see them in the next 10 years. So I'm pretty confident with the Eels one. Melmo says Dogs are poor. Yeah, easy try there. Easy try. Well, not an easy try. It was very good there from Barnett to whack that ball back in. Very good work there from Barnett to whack that back in for Saifidi. And now Clifford will take the 2. Jack Douglas says, were you surprised the Panthers won 13+? They didn't really, though, Jack. They didn't really, though. So 10 minutes gone here. 4-0 to the Knights. We're on 19 likes right now with 60 people watching. Let's smack that thumbs up button. Come on, smack it. I know you guys can get more than that. We've got bloody 60 people here. Smack that thumbs up button. Obviously, hit that big red subscribe button too, because we're going to be streaming 4 more games tonight too. This game, plus the Cowboys-Eels game. And then we've got Liverpool versus Burnley. And then Man City versus Norwich. But 6-0 here to the Knights after a very nice try there from Barnett, whacking that ball back in. Dasmate says more like 19-12. Yeah, it was more of a 7-point game. Like the last try didn't really mean a great deal. It just would have broken the hearts of anyone who had Panthers 1-12, to be honest with you. But realistically, that scoreline wasn't reflected by that game. But the Knights will score a try there, and now now they will get the ball back, and let's see if they can get a bit of a roll on here, because I did say the first try would come after the 10-minute mark. However, I did say the Dogs would probably do it. So Dogs will whack this one down deep. It will go to 5 metres in from the goal line. That's actually a pretty good kick. It's a very good kick. Not too far, but not too short. Very good kick down. Saifidi will get this one out to about the 10-metre line here. Nods says, which fan base is the most toxic? Oh, toxic. Toxic is a different word. Like, toxic, I would probably say... Oh, yikes. Toxic? Jeez. Eels, maybe? Jeez, I don't know. Answer the question in the chat, guys. Who do you think is the most toxic fan base? Panthers are becoming that way with their arrogance. I don't really see a lot of other fan bases with a great deal of toxicity in the word itself, but there is a lot of wank job fans at every single club. But I guess the way that the fans turn very quickly, I would say Eels and Panthers are very up there. And just the Panthers, because I find a lot of Storm fans too, by the way, are getting very toxic despite the fact that they win. They don't need to be toxic. I don't understand why Storm fans feel the need to talk as much as they do. Zampai says Eels with a small minority of Storm and Roosters. Yes, Storm. Oh, that's a big hit there from the Knights. Roosters, I don't think so. I wouldn't class the Roosters as toxic, but ruck infringement there against the Knights will be a set restart here for the Doggies. Callum Murphy says Panthers by a margin. Yeah, look, Panthers. I don't believe it was like that previously, though. I think that's just this year they've really woken into it, and that's the strangest thing because they haven't won shit in 18 years, and they've got the ability to make you feel like they're a Storm Roosters fan. We're just like, shut your damn well mouth. Like, you ain't the Storm or the Roosters until you at least win 1 trophy, let alone like 4. You're nowhere even close to them yet. Like, just because you win a couple of games in the regular season means nothing until you actually win the comp. I always defend the Panthers until this year. I really found their arrogance just so surprising as a club. But right-hand side here gives it off to Ryan James. He'll get this ball. Good run there to the 20-metre line here. Fit tackle. Doggies on the attack here. They go right-hand side. No, left-hand side. Lachlan Lewis. Lewis here kicks up. Oh, Lewis, that was woeful, bruz. That was absolutely horrific and never, ever looked good. Pearce will bring this ball back to the 45. That was just a woeful. Innocent says Raiders and Manly was a close game. Kind of. Yeah, close to a high tackle there. Will be a high tackle there against the Dogs. The Dogs are going to be their own worst enemies. Doesn't really matter about anyone tipping Dogs, to be honest with you. Gee, tell you what. But 80 votes, 70% saying they're keen for BKR Sport merchandise. I will absolutely consider it then. Rule Wombat says, I think Dogs have a chance to win this, but in a tight game, maybe. Well, yeah, that's what I've tipped. I tipped the Dogs to win it by a close margin, but in the same sense, it's also the Dogs. It is also the goddamn Dogs. Sam Bellwood says Luke Brooks being offered to clubs. Yeah, who's going to take him, mate? Who is going to take Luke Damwell Brooks? And it's going to be another penalty here to the Knights for, what is it, offside or is it high tackle? I don't even know. Adil Malik says Bulldogs can win or unlikely? Very unlikely, but they can, but very unlikely. It wouldn't be surprised if they take the 2 here from right in front. Barnett here, late tackle, late hit there on Barnett, unfortunately. So They'll be 20 metres out here from the line. They're going to take the... oh, no, they're just going to take this quick tap. I thought they would go on into the 10, but they'll just take the quick tap there. Real Woman says, I'd take Luke Brooks over Moses. I would not. Absolutely not. First tackle here, left-hand side. That's absolutely woeful, Real Wombat. I would absolutely not take Luke Brooks over Mitchell Moses. But I get the meme. Second tackle now. 8 metres out here from the line. Brayley with the ball. Brayley goes, oh, that was... oh, geez, the defence from the Dogs there was actually solid. I was about to say it's not good at all. And then they just absolutely crunched Barnett in the tackle. So right-hand side, here they go. This Dogs defence has holes galore. Connor Watson taking down 2 metres short. Jeez, this Dogs defense is hanging on by the skin. Oh, jeez, what is this? Left-hand side, the Knights with the ball. They're actually doing well to cover the gaps, but there's still a lot of gaps here. There's a lot of gaps, but the Dogs are finding a way to cover them last second. So Brayley with the ball, left-hand side, gives it off to Pearce. Pearce kicks it through, not played at there. It still could be Dogs' ball. I don't think this is played at. Oh, knock on there from Kalaponga, and it's going to be Dogs' ball here with Hopewadi. Hopewade's going away here. Hopewade's running away. He's at the 40. Jeez, what a turn of events here. Good. The Dogs are actually doing pretty well here. I know they're down 6-0, but I'm actually surprised in what's actually going on right now. So left-hand side they go. They give it off, and it's going to be Lachlan Lewis here with the ball, and Lewis is going to get taken down around the halfway point. He's been shocking this opening 16 minutes here. So right-hand side here for the Dogs. They get this ball to the... oh, geez, they're making meters. Third tackle, 30-metre line. Real Wombat says, Daz, mate, don't rub salt into the wounds. What do you say? Both the same player, shit. Oh, jeez. So, fourth tackle here for the Doggies. They're 20 minutes out here from the line. 16 minutes gone here. Can they score here and hit right on back? Left-hand side gives it off to Thompson, who knocks the ball on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Before Music says, Hopper does not simply run away. Well, to be fair, Ponga did enough of a job to hold him back before he could break away, but... I don't know if that was actually played at there by the Dogs, but they probably would have called it as played at. But yeah, Ponga did knock that ball on, and now the Doggies have the ball until they throw the ball forward, which is a knock-on. Blake Harlan says, how's the game been so far? It's actually been pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie. I've actually enjoyed the game so far. It's a close one. The Knights have been better, but the Dogs haven't been terrible. They've been making meters. They've been putting themselves into a position, and they've just been knocking the ball on like usual. So it's no real surprise here from the Dogs overall. But like they've actually got an opportunity to win this game if they continue playing like this, because they've actually defended really solidly. They've actually been pretty solid in regards to their defense. So hopefully they can keep it up and make a close game of this one. Everyone says classic old Dogs. Yeah, absolutely classic old Dogs. Gee whiz. They're hitting them very solidly in the tackle too. Like they're really crunching them in these tackles. So left-hand side here to Clemmer, and Clemmer will get this one to the halfway line here. Tom says, do you think this is a high-scoring game? I did originally, but it's not looking like a high-scoring game now. Bulldogs' defense looks pretty solid, and the Dogs don't have an ability to attack since about 2014. So... you know, oh, jeez, knock on Ponga. Oh, he knocked it backwards. Wow, how did he knock that backwards? That's absolutely madness how he just knocked that ball backwards. Like, he lost the ball and then hit it backward. Like, how do you do it? That was crazy. So, left-hand side here, and it's going to be Clifford who puts the ball up in the air. Pretty decent kick. It's going to be punched back there by the Knights. Still fit tackle here, and Connor Watson's going to... it's going to go, leave it. It will go out. Lucky that Lewis didn't touch that. Very lucky that Lewis didn't touch that, to be honest with you. Ryan Sims says, hi, on August 30th, who do you think is going to win between Tyrone Woodley, no, MMA fighter, by the way, not an MMA player, and Jake Paul? I know who they are, bro. I'll be streaming it, but I personally believe that Jake's probably going to win, to be honest with you, but we will stream that fight. So right-hand side of the Doggies, they get to the 40-metre line here. Greasy Cameron says, would you rather build a spine around Trbojevic or Cleary? I would personally go Cleary. I think that position is more important than a fullback. But obviously, you know, they're both fantastic. But I would personally take Cleary myself. So at the halfway line here for the Doggies, they go left-hand side. That's a pretty easy question for me, man. Oh, apparently here the Dogs are going to put themselves in position. If you gave me a choice between Tedesco and Trbojevic, it would be difficult. But I would probably still lean with Trbojevic. But yeah, in regards to... if you told me Damien Cook or Trbojevic, I would take Trbojevic. If you told me... who's the best 5'8" in the game? Cody Walker or Trbojevic? I'd take Trbojevic. But I think that the halfback position of Cleary is just too integral. And I think that, yeah, I'd definitely take Cleary there. Connor Asher says, Blaze, we need you to do merchandise so it means more giveaways. Yeah, well, absolutely. Absolutely, man. So first tackle here for the Dogs, right-hand side. And they're going to get to the 10-metre line here. Second tackle for the Dogs. They can score right now. They can absolutely score right now. So left-hand side they're going to go, gives it off to Flanagan, and it's going to be Thompson. Thompson taking down 3 minutes short here. Third tackle right now. Guys, 20 minutes to go here. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new. If you bloody love your rugby league and you love your sport, this is the place to be. But Flanagan gets his ball off here to the number 12. I think that's Waddell. I'm not too sure. So forward tackle now, 8 metres out. Left-hand side they go, gives it off. Flanagan, terrible attack. Jeez, the Dogs still terrible on the attack. Just still terrible on the attack. Now, Blake Hunter says Cleary is such a good organiser. Yeah, absolutely. So right-hand side, here they go. Ockenbaugh, no. It's going to go back. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a knock-on. Penalty offside, yeah. So Dogs get the ball here. Ibrahim El Sheikh says, BKR Sport, who do you support in the NRL? I'm a Titans fan, my guy. I'm a Gold Coast Titans fan because I'm from the Gold Coast. Grease Gamer says, Newcastle playing well. I wouldn't say they're playing bad. I just think the Dogs are playing good. I think the Dogs are playing good. I wouldn't say they're playing bad, mate. So left-hand side, the Dogs are going to go. The Ryan James going to get this ball inside the 10. This has been an enjoyable game, to be honest with you, mate. This has been an enjoyable game between two teams that are actually giving it a bit of a crack right now. The Knights haven't been exceptional, but their try was pretty exceptional. So second tackle here, 5 minutes out. The Dogs just need to learn how to attack because they just don't know how to attack. Jackson gets the ball off here. Oh, Flanagan's been crunched to the tackle. We've seen some crunches in this game so far. Absolute crunches. So Flanagan rolls it back here, gets it off to Josh Jackson. And Josh Jackson hasn't actually run the ball. I think this is the first time he's actually run the ball in this game. Like, he's touched the ball and passed it off, but he hasn't actually run it himself. So, Dogs here, 3 minutes out. Absolutely woeful attacking set here. Woeful. Ryan James, left-hand side to Flanagan. Flanagan kicks it through. That's played out, and that's going to be fine. That Dogs attack is absolutely just deplorable. That Dogs attack is absolutely deplorable. That is just woeful there from the Dogs. It'll be second tackle over the Knights, 20 minutes out from their own line. Oh, my God. Doesn't matter if Napa was playing, we'd be winning. Oh, mate. Jeez, the Dogs are woeful on the attack. Greasy Gamer says, Dogs probably deserve a win. They try too hard every week. Try so hard in every week and never win. I don't think recently they have been, but the Rabbitohs and the Roosters games, they did absolutely, but they got pumped by the Titans. They got pumped by bloody every other team. They had a couple of weeks where they had a decent spurt, but since then, they've really fallen off again. Ryan Sims says, call me crazy all you want, but I think Tyron Woodley will absolutely dispatch Jake Paul. Cool, man. That's not crazy. I think Tyron Woodley is the favourite. But I'm just saying, Tyron Woodley, there's a reason why Jake Paul picked that fight, because he's not exactly the greatest stand-up puncher in some time, and he's also on a major losing streak. He's also not young anymore, and he's usually more of a... Yeah, anyway, you'll see what I mean. But I would rather Tyron to win. League Zone says Jake Clifford was a steal for the Knights. Oh, not really. Jake Clifford's... I don't really know what he's really done in this game so far. Dylan Inan says, what score do you think full-time score will be? I'm still going to back the Dogs in 16-14 just for a bit of fun, but it's still looking like they can't attack, so I don't know if they're going to be able to score 3 tries in this game. Sport says, see what I mean? Imagine Burton's creativity would change. No, troll. 4 tackle now for the Dogs. They're going to be 35 metres out here from their own line. Right-hand side they go, and they're going to get to the 40 now. Oh, can't get the ball away. That was nice, though. Dad's mate says, Jake doesn't like to fight boxers. Jake doesn't like to fight anybody that he knows that he can't win against. Tyron is definitely a step up, though, but Ponga will get that ball there around the 10-metre line, and nice catch there. Under not any pressure, but it was a big kick there. But the Knights here with the ball, left-hand side, Ponga gets it off to Chuala, and Chuala will get this ball to 30. I think he's had a pretty good couple of weeks, Chuala, scoring a couple of tries in both games. Mandrake says, what would you imagine for the game? What do you mean, what would I imagine for the game? Roy says, if Cameron McKinnon didn't get injured, would you put him as a top 5 hookers? Cook. You've got Cook there. You've got Corsal there. You've got... gee whiz, who else have you got there? They're going to call high tackle here, apparently. That's a very late call here by the referee. Very dodgy. I think the referee should have waited to see what the... because the bunker would have ruled down here to tell him if it was a high tackle or not, but I think that's... Are you sure that that's a penalty, referee? You've called it late, and you've only backed in the fact because the Knights player is up... Oh, yeah, it is a high tackle. Yeah, no. It was very late, though, but it is the right call. Knowledge for Luke says, Jake Paul is a businessman. Since he has so much clout here, he's able to pick and choose fights in which he believes he can gain credibility from. Absolutely. Sport says, Lachlan Lewis and Carl Flanagan is so bad. Absolutely. But we also saw what Burton did against the Tigers, mind you, for the Panthers when they had all their players out. That's bullshit. No, that's absolutely a high tackle penalty, mate. That's absolutely a penalty. So Knights here from the halfway point with 16 minutes to go here the first half. Are up 6-0, but the Dogs have been pretty decent defensively. Connor Asher says we should do a Kahoot and whoever comes on the podium gets some free merchandise. Yeah, but the thing is, man, the merchandise isn't meant to be for free, my guy. Like, I will do giveaways, but like, I'm not. It's not. It's not. It's not all meant to be free. I can see a lot of free chat going on in there. So first tackle here, 25 metres out. Right hand side, they're going to go here. Gets it off, and they're going to be taking down 20 metres out here from the line. Second tackle now. R&B4 Music says Burton will have to fight his way into this Bulldogs team next year. Lots of competition. Oh, jeez. Pierce here taking down third tackle. 10 metres out here from the line. Here come the Knights. They go right-hand side. Gives it off to Watson. Watson looking for something. He goes back out to the left-hand side here. Gets it off to Barnett. And Barnett, decent defence from the Dogs in this game, man. Like, truly decent defence from the Dogs so far in this game. 15 minutes left here. Brayley goes right-hand side to Pierce. Pierce gets it up to Ponga. Ponga here. 15 minutes out, gets it up to Clemmer. And Clemmer's good run by Clemmer. Gets it inside the 10. Fit tackle now. If the Dogs hold him out again, this is really stunning the first half defensively for them so far. Pierce here gets it off to Clifford. Clifford kicks it through. That's a great kick from Clifford. Oh, jeez. Jeez, that's a fantastic kick from Clifford. That's a fantastic kick from Clifford. You can't really do a great deal about that one. You can't really do a great deal about that one. So that is a fantastic try there. And, yeah, Clifford, nice little beauty. Trevor Daly says, just tuned in. How much Tigers win by? They lost by 30, mate. And the Sharks were terrible, and they still won by 30. And that tells you everything you need to know. Raleigh Native says, nice. No, I kind of feel like telling... I have no idea. Ryan Sims says, All Blacks vs Australia trilogy match is cancelled. Yeah. League Zone says, where do you buy your merch? I've only just thought about it right now, so that's why I've got people to vote in the chat where they want to buy, like whether we're considering merch or not. I haven't actually created the merchandise just yet, but if the vote is in favour of creating merchandise in the chat, then I absolutely will look to putting out like posters and hats and shirts and and hoodie and stuff, because I want it myself. I want it myself, let alone to put it on sale. Entertaining Nomad says Dogs done for good this game. Not yet. It's only 14 minutes to go the first half. It's only 10-0 here with a kick to come. It's a very good kick there from Clifford, though. Very good kick there from Clifford. Nice one says Ockenborson slow. I don't get why Ockenborson is still playing, to be honest with you, mate. I really don't. I really don't get why Ockenbor is still getting selected, man. This team is he just doesn't provide anything. He provides knock-ons, and defensively is just woeful majority of the time. I'm not really understanding of why he's there. This kick was fantastic, though. You can't really blame Ockenbor for that kick, but in the same sense, like, it's still... it's still not surprising that the Knights are leading 10-0 now, up to with 13.5 minutes to go. Knowles Felix, I tip the Warriors. Hope they don't mess up my 8-8 perfect rounds. Tomorrow's games are both relatively interesting. He'll miss the kick, so we'll say 10-0 here with 13.5 minutes to go here the first half. Trividelli says, yes, I would buy BKR merch, most definitely, especially a hoodie. Yeah, I want a hoodie badly. I want a hoodie myself, to be honest with you. Real Wombat says, I think the only reason why he's picked is because of his height. Yeah, but what does he actually provide with his height? Because he knocks the ball on every time. Like, with his height, that's all fantastic. That's all great. But he also knocks the ball on every single time. RB4 says Ockenbor is in for the eye candy. Dasman says, I think the Broncos win. I'd tip the Broncos too, to be honest with you. But then again, I also tip the Doggies here. But more for me, More goddamn for me. So 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go here the first half. Up it goes, and the Knights will get this ball 2 minutes out from their own line. Dogs haven't been bad, but their attack is just diabolical, man. Like, they've been inside the attack in 20, and just every single time, they just can't do shit. Like, it's just the same old repetitive shit. They don't know how to attack this team. They do not simply know how to attack. I dead set can't even remember the last time they won. I think the last time they won was against the Dragons, was it? That was like legit 2 months ago. We were out of quarantine in Sydney. We were out of quarantine in Sydney the last time that the Dogs won a game, which is just madness to think about, because we've been here for like 3 months or 2.5 months now. Ibrahim says, who are you going for, Bulldogs or Knights? I don't really care who wins. I'd prefer the Bulldogs to win for the Titans, but in the same sense, it doesn't really matter to me a great deal. If he passed that ball up to knock-ons, it's good that he didn't throw that one away. Nobody says Dog has great defence, to be honest. They've had good defence in this first half, but they're also still down 10-0, which shows how poor their attack has been. But up it goes here from the Knights. The Dogs will get the ball here. Nice work there from Carl Flanagan. Brings it to the 15. Dasmate says Queen's birthday. Dasmate says, what's the last time we won? Yeah, that was against the Dragons, wasn't it? That was against the Dragons, wasn't it? So second tackle now for the Dogs. They're 15 minutes out. Jeez, this team is just absolutely horrific when they have the ball. 15 from 16 completions for the Knights, 9 from 11 for the Dogs. Guess what? Ockenbaugh didn't drop the ball. I know, it's crazy to think about. It is absolutely madness to think about, but the Dogs have not dropped the ball with Jayden Ockenbaugh. Crazy. R&B4 Music says, thought Horsburgh was a good player. Why is he on loan at the Dogs? The only reason that he's on loan at the Dogs is because the Raiders don't use him. Same with Ryan James, mate. They are fringe players that come in as a bit of depth, the Raiders. And that's why a lot of Dogs fans didn't really understand going into this going into the loans. They weren't just getting loaned there because they're good players. They're getting loaned there because the Raiders don't really need them. And Corey Horsburgh's never really been a good player. It's like he's fine, he does a job, but he's not really fantastic. Nobody says good offense is best defense. No, that is absolutely wrong. That is absolutely incorrect. That is absolutely diabolically incorrect. Good offense is best defense. No, your best form of defense is offense, is that quote. Your best form of defense is good offense. Good defense is not your best form of offense. That is completely and utterly incorrect. What are you talking about? The quote is your best form of your best. Wow. Anyway, I'm not going to rip into that too much, but yeah, that's wrong. Oh, that's out in the full for the Knights. Oh, Bulldogs are back in this with a chance to go on a terrible attack. Knowledge release says I was supposed to go Bulldogs vs Manly, but it got cancelled due to the virus. Manly won 66-0. Well, fair enough, mate. I was meant to go to literally every single Titans game this year, but look at me. That's a terrible kick from Clifford there. Adil says you don't need defense if you can keep scoring, just put up 70 every match. Yep, well, yeah, kind of. But your best form of defense is offense. If you've got the ball and you're attacking, you can't give up a try, is it. Nobody says stop making fun of me. Well, then you said something ridiculous. If you don't say something ridiculous, but this channel is a lot of banter and talking shit, so do expect me to return if someone says something stupid. But unfortunately, yeah, you got the quote wrong and really badly wrong. But second tackle of the Dogs, they're going to get this ball to the 15-metre line here. Well, not line, 15 metres here. Third tackle now, 10 minutes to go, set, restart for the Doggies, and while we do that, let's hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button right now, guys. Smack that thumbs up button. But 10 minutes to go here, the Dogs will have a fresh set of 6 here on the line for them to do absolutely nothing, because they never do anything when they're 20 metres out even the line. So here we go, second tackle now, right hand side they go, gives it off to Horsburgh, and Horsburgh will get this one too far, 8 metres out even the line, third tackle. Come on, Dogs, do something. Get a stick and poke at them and say, do something. Josh Jackson gets this ball to the 3 metre line. Has not been having a good game here, Josh Jackson. Really haven't noticed him at all. He's only made probably like 2 runs that I've noticed. And they haven't been great either way. Corey Horsburgh now with the ball. He gets his ball to about 2 metres out here. Fifth tackle. This attack is just woeful. Like, the Knights aren't even having to defend greatly. They're just having to defend like a basic team. Left-hand side, he gives off to Jackson. Jackson here to Flanagan. Flanagan, left-hand side, Lewis. Lewis here kicks it through. And I think it's going to be a try. Oh, I think he knocked it on. Oh, I think he knocks this ball on here. They're going to... He's going to call try there. This is tough. They might check this one. I want to see this again here first. I want to check this one again here. Let's have a look-ski here. Ponga not having the greatest of games, and he will... Yeah, it's tough. I don't know if you can overturn it. I did call this, though. This might not be a try here, lads. This might not be a try here. I did call this live. Oh, this is tough here. I don't know. His right hand kind of does still hold on to it, but he has to regather it. They will check it. Tough, man. Danny says, try my opinion. You do have his right hand still touching the ball on top. You could give this a try. It's tough. He has given them a try, so is it going to be... They're going to check it, yeah. So the video ref will check this. They'll go to the bunker. Jack Lewis says, off to London for the day, Blaze. Lots of footy on today. I'll be at the pub. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be streaming Liverpool versus Burnley and Man City versus Norwich. And it's tough there because they're going to say knock on really quick, to be honest with you. That's really crazy that they've called it so quickly. But it will be knock on. But I called that live. I wasn't surprised. So it will be a 20-minute restart here for the Knights, unfortunately. Corey Allen, he is so shocking. I'm sorry. Doggies fans. I'm sorry. But I never rate him in the Rabbitohs, and I don't rate him here. Like, really? Like, you're in that situation. Like, I don't understand how you're not putting that ball down in that situation. But then again, I'm not an ex-player, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Ibrahim says, fire up, man. Rolling 80 says, I'm playing Rugby League 4 while watching you. Good stuff, man. Malcolm says, wonder if the Cowboys can win, or is that a joke? That is definitely a joke, to be honest with you. So it's going to be first tackle here, 35 metres out here from their own line. Rolling 80 says, I would buy a hoodie from your merch. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. But right-hand side here gives up to Pierce, and Pierce will get this ball to... They're going to get to about the halfway line. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a hoodie. I'm definitely looking for a hoodie myself. But second tackle here, Ponga now with the ball goes left-hand side, and he'll get taken down at the 43, about 40 actually. Oh, what's Ponga? Ponga's buddy going crazy. His buddy going crazy. I don't know what happened there. Dasman says he was a South player, so he must be shit. Well, Souths are currently third, and the Dogs are currently 16th, so I would beg to differ. But right-hand side here, Ponga with the ball. This should be a try. No, wow, he didn't pass the ball. He should have passed the ball there. But they're going back onto the inside here, 15 metres out, 10 metres out, taken down. Go Jordan says Corey Allen is overrated as well, Burton and Cottridge. Cottridge, no, but Cottridge has just unfortunately gone to a team that he can't do anything with. But the Dogs, nice work there by Meaney. Nice work. Oh, he's been taken down, and he's been taken back inside there. That will be a dropout here. That will be a dropout. Rolling A says we hit 40 likes. Let's get to 50 before half time or more. What are we on right now? We're on 41 likes. We've got 64 people watching the stream. Let's go bang it up right now to 50 likes. Let's get 9 more thumbs up immediately. Schmackety, 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 schmack, schmack. Alrighty. Molly Jackson's Bulldogs over Rabbits, I gotta say. What's going on here? What are they saying? Corey Waddell on report. What for? Bulldogs over Rabbits, I gotta say. Bulldogs are shocking. Bulldogs are shocking. So 7.5 minutes to go here of the first half. It is 10-0 to the Knights, and they're going to get a nice little drop out here. Oh, they're going to say, because he grabbed onto his... Okay, I understand now with Waddell. I understand with what happened there with Waddell. He puts his fingers into the headgear of Ponga and then pulls it back. Dasman says, push that on report. Absolutely not. That is absolutely deservedly on report. He put his fingers into his headgear and then pulled his head back. That is absolutely not allowed. That is definitely a penalty. That should have been a penalty back then. So second tackle here. I was wondering why Ponga was going crazy. Anthony says, hey, Blaze, hello, mate. Second tackle here for the Knights. So 22 metres out. Right-hand side, they're going to go here. Gives it off to Clifford. Clifford here. And they're going to be now 15 metres short here from the line. So third tackle here. If the Dogs concede here, it's game over. If the Dogs concede here, it's game over. Left-hand side, Clifford. Clifford to Ponga. Ponga here. Ponga's not done a great deal in this game, to be honest with you. He hasn't done a fantastic deal in this game. And Pierce is going to bring this one to the 15. He's not been unbelievable in this game too. I know that he got the... Oh, he didn't get the assist, actually. Oh, that's going to be potentially a set restart here for the Knights. Wow, that definitely should have been a set restart for the Knights. He was definitely offside. So fifth tackle here for the Knights. Left-hand side they're going to go. Gives it off to Clifford. Clifford here looking for something. It is fifth tackle, mate. And that is absolutely... That was worse than Lachlan Lewis's kick. That was worse than Lachlan Lewis's kick. Blades Cut 6 says, what did you think about the 2022 Bulldogs? I think they're absolutely massively overrated, but they'll still improve from last place. They'll be above teams like the Tigers and Dragons, but they'll be maximum like 10th. Knowledge Fluke says, will Benji Marshall re-sign with the South? I would say so, yeah, especially considering they don't really, like they've got Milford there next year, so he would definitely re-sign with South, otherwise they have nobody. Four tackle here, especially in backup. Bowen says, how did Corey Allen not score? No, it's not rigged at all. That was definitely, I called knock on live, to be honest with you, mate. I called knock on live. It really did look like a bounce, but I thought you could have seen the fingers from his right hand there, but it was still pretty, it was definitely knock on worthy, so there's no surprises that it was called as knock on, but I was surprised with how quick they did call it, because you did kind of see his right hand still on it, but, you know. Guy Jordan says Benji's too old. Yeah, he had a good start to the season, but he's not finished off the season too well. Desmond says that was a knock on. Yeah, it looked advantageous a little bit with his right hand, but in the same sense, no, it was a knock on, man. So 35 minutes out here from their own line. Ponga here with the ball. He gets crunched down. It's gonna be a set restart for a ruck infringement. And the Knights have got 5 minutes left here this first half. If the Bulldogs can hold out for the second half, this might actually not be an absolute blowout like people were imagining. So second tackle, but obviously everyone's going to always blame the ref. It's a part of the game. You got to blame the ref. And that's why referees don't give a shit about anyone's opinion, because when they don't do anything wrong and still get blamed, it doesn't really matter. So left-hand side they go. Third tackle gets it off to Barnett. And Barnett's still going here. Now he's going to get taken down 35 metres out of the line. No, he gets the offload away, and he loses actually 4 metres from that offload to Clifford. Loses about 4 metres. There was actually Brayley got the ball. So forward tackle now. Oh, forward pass. Oh, forward pass. Oh, forward pass. Oh, forward pass. Oh, that's a knock on anyway. Doesn't matter. That's a knock-on anyway. That's the knock-ons. The doggies will get the ball here. The doggies will get the ball. Ah, gee whiz. This game has been okay. It was good in the first 25, but it's definitely slowed down a significant amount. That was definitely a full pass there for the Knights, by the way. Wow, are they challenging this? This is definitely a knock-on here. This is a terrible challenge. This is a woeful challenge. Why would you challenge this call? This is a blatant knock-on here for the Knights. This is stupid. What are you doing? What are you doing? So he offloads that ball backwards. We all know that, but like, what are you doing? He clearly knocks his ball on. What are you talking about? Oh, they're gonna say Hopper Wade made contact beforehand. Are you shitting me? That is a terrible call from the bunker. That is an absolutely woeful call from the bunker there. They're going to give a penalty to the Knights. That is a terrible call from the bunker. That is absolutely woeful. And yet again, the bunker just makes themselves look absolutely dumb as shit, man. NRL, I hope you watch, man. I do. I really hope you watch. Because this is just the truth. That's just a dumb call there. That's just a dumb call. Commentators are talking about it. Everyone in the chat's talking about it. I'm talking about it, buddy. It's just stupid. Like, sort this shit out, man. Because that's yet again just a dumb-ass shit call that people don't enjoy, mate. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you talking about? Thompson's a prime example of the bunker wanting their say in the game. It's just so stupid. Like, that's not a penalty. And the Knights are going to take the 2 here and make it a 12-0 game. It's just not a it's not a penalty there. Danny says, what's Hopper Wade supposed to do in that situation? Well, technically, he shouldn't be touching it, but, like, in the same sense, like, there's no... Like, common sense has to come in at some point. Like, come on, man. Like, that's just stupid, man. It really is. So, with 3 minutes to go here the first half, the Knights are going to get a 2 here from right in front. Jeez, man. Obbs is once again Hopper's fingers slowing the play. Just stupid, man. Blake Hart says, yeah, apparently when players give away penalties, it's the ref's fault. But this is the bunker's fault. This one is blatantly the bunker's fault, because that was just simply a knock-on. That was just simply a knock-on there from the Knights, but they're going to call it as a penalty to the Knights instead. So from right in front here, Clifford is going to... Oh, he's going to miss it? Did he get it? He missed it. He missed it, yeah. That's karma. That's karma. So a 20-metre drop kick here from the Dogs to the Knights, but that is absolutely karma. But still, the Dogs should have had the ball at the 40. Coach Jordan says, apparently if you are blind, you get the job in the bunker. No, that's absolutely spot on, mate. That is absolutely spot on. Apparently if you are blind, you do get the job in the bunker. So they missed that one, and the Bulldogs will kick this one off to about 35 metres out of the Knights line, because they obviously get to kick it from the 20 rather than the goal line. So the Knights will only get back to the halfway point. Adil Malik says, refs, please give a couple of red cards to Knights to balance the corruption. Well, the corruption is coming from the refs, not from the Knights. You can't blame the players. So second tackle here, right-hand side, and Sue. Is that Suaso Sue? Used to play with the Tigers. Oh yeah, it's Suaso Sue, isn't it? So third tackle here, a blocker saying, oh, it's starting to wait for him now. No shit, because they've just got an advantageous call that got them the ball back. So left-hand side here, fourth tackle gives it off to Clifford. Clifford here gets it off to Sue, and Sue, fifth tackle now. He's going to be 12 metres out from the line. Dennis says, this is the worst two teams, shouldn't even stream them. No, stream every game, man. Left-hand side here, Brayley gets up to Ponga. Ponga here. If you think this is bad, did you watch the Sharks game? And Ponga's going to take it down here in fifth tackle. Tilo says, can you see the Dogs winning? It's still possible. It's only 10-0. It's only 10-0, but, like, really, Blocker really hates the Dogs at this point. He's just talking a lot of shit about the Dogs throughout this stream. He's talking a lot of shit. Like, I get that he's the worst commentator ever, but he's talking a lot of shit about the Dogs in this game. And considering that they've been very good defensively and they've looked decent in regards to making meters, but they just can't get the attack going. That's the only problem. They can't get the inside the 20 attack. The red zone, buddy, offense. That's what they can't get going here. They've got nothing wrong here, really, with their defense and with their meters they're making. But this set, they haven't made them a great deal of meters. Their third tackle, 25 out from their own line. But left-hand side here, Hopper Wade will get this ball to about the 40. Good little run there, 4 tackles. See, now they're starting to make meters again. Now they're making meters again. Now they're inside the attack and half. See, this is the thing. What's Blocker talking about in regards to this team has been terrible, and they're looking like they're going downwards right now. They're actually not looking like they're going downwards. It was a really good set there from the Dogs. And that spiral kick from Lewis is difficult, but Ponga will slap it. It was a nice take from Ponga. That was a nice take from Ponga. Oh, Ponga's going to be away here. He gets the offload away, and they're going to be away. He's going to get taken down to the 40, though. He's going to get taken down to the 40. So 30 seconds to go here of the first half. First tackle for the Knights. Right-hand side. No, goes straight back at him. And Ara Chuala, second tackle now. 24 seconds left. Mitchy Boy says, this is such a terrible game. Knights are playing horrible. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the Knights here going to get taken down here at the 40. Dennis says, is there relegation in the NRL? I don't know, but there should be. Third tackle now. 40 metres out here from the line. They're going to go left-hand side here. Brayley to Pearce. Pearce here to Clemmer. Clemmer to Clifford. Clifford to Ponga. Ponga to Chwala maybe. No. Bradman Best. Best taken down. And that will be half-time here, guys. 10-0 is the score at half-time. What an absolutely shocking first half. What an absolutely shocking first half. But that's the score. That's the way the cookie crumbles here, ladies and gentlemen. That is the that is the way the cookie crumbles here. The Knights have looked terrible. The Dogs have looked decent on defense, decent in meters gained, but can't attack for the life of them. Both the tries for the Knights have been actually really good. The first try obviously hit back by Barnett to Saifidi running on through, and the second try obviously out in the wing for, I can't remember who scored it, but it was a very good try for the kick from Clifford. So look, the Knights deserve to be in the lead here, absolutely. The Knights definitely deserve to be in the lead. Dodgy penalty that was given against the... I love how the Knights are walking through the Paradise bloody logos when obviously it's not... Well, Eels get the home game after this, I guess, so fair enough. But there we go, guys. So halftime 10-0. What are we on likes-wise? We're on 45 likes. Let's get 5 more likes to hit 50. Let's get 60 likes before halftime finishes. Let's get 60 likes before halftime finishes. XBS Sports, I've already answered the question about Cats beating the Ds. I do definitely give him a good chance. Jack Dempsey says, Blocker is the worst commentator I've ever listened to. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Melwin says, Bradman Best is the most overrated player in the comp. He's pretty good, man, but he hasn't been fantastic this year. 1 second. Who is the worst? I know, I'm going to do a bit of a joke here. Who is the worst commentator? I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Who is the worst commentator on the planet? Here we go. Here we go. I know there'll be a couple of trolls here, but let's go. Balaka Roach. BKR Sport. Who else should I put? Andrew Voss. Andrew Voss. Or... Oh, no. Don't put Andrew Voss. Voss is actually not too bad. Who's another couple of... Give me a couple of bad commentators and I'll chuck them in the... Joey Johns. No. Who is the one? Cooper Cronk. He makes some really, really terrible chats sometimes. He's not the worst, though, but this is just me doing a bit of a joke here in the chat. Yeah, someone said Cooper Cronk. There you go. Mick Ennis and Nasta. Mitch Boyce, can you also do a poll and do the worst ref? We'll do that in the next game. Nari Twilight is definitely not a referee. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put Joe Biden in there. Joe Biden. Who's the worst commentator on the planet? There you go, guys. Vote away. Who is the worst commentator on the planet? Lachlan says, BKR Sport. Man, I can see that you've obviously been hating this entire stream, Lachlan, and last stream as well. If you're going to troll the chat, my guy, also include actual commentary in regards to adding something to the chat. I'm happy for you to troll, but in regards to actually, you need to also include yourself into the chat as well. Jack Miller says, I can't stand Voss. Blocker Roach, 35%. BKR Sport, 30%. Joe Biden with 30%. Gee whiz, Joe Biden is definitely still up there. Joe Biden obviously had the worst commentary ever in regards to foreign policy. Golden Holland says, if the last 8 wooden spooners did a final series, who would win? Last 8 wooden spooners did a final series. Ooh. As in like, oh. Okay, well the Eels have got a lot of them. I would honestly say, Titans 2019 were pretty bad. Broncos of last year was shocking. Eels won like 3 of them. Knights would have won a couple of them. That Knights team was really bad, though. Like, that Knights team was... I actually think the Titans 2019 would do it, and they were still terrible. I do, because that Broncos team last year... I think it would be Broncos-Titans grand final, and I think the Titans would win it. Dogs 2021 would be absolutely not winning it. Golden Holland says, Dan, Janine... hold on, he's the best commentator right now by far. He's not BKR Sport, mate. Cedar Katara says, do you reckon the Titans will make the 8? Yes. Sport Action says, Dogs this year is the worst team I've ever seen. No, the Knights team of 2012 through or 13 through 15. When was it? When the Knights go to the Wooden Spoons, they were bad, man. Like they were really, really bad. Zempire says Broncos Titans will be amazing. Not for you. Golden Horns 2018 Eels were good on paper. That's great. Makes it even worse what they did. The Godfather says Braithen Astor is the worst. Blocker Roach is pretty much... I would definitely, if I could vote, I can't vote, but Blocker Roach is who I'd be voting for. Or Joe Biden. One of the two. I reckon Blocker Roach should definitely be up there. Mitchy Boys, I think the Titans will thrash the Knights next week. Bingo. Tidler says, did those Knights get 1 win that season? Yeah, I think it was against the Tigers. Or no, it was between the It was between the Tigers and the Knights, and it was just always that the Tigers were able to sneak it against them. But yeah, those teams were just woeful. Those teams were just absolutely woeful back then. And the Eels, Golden Horns, 2014 Sharks got it right. No, they were pretty bad too, mate. Knowledge, there's a reason why they were wooden spooners, but there's a reason why all these are wooden spooners, though, to be fair. But no, I would definitely be. I would definitely be throwing out the name of. I'd say Titans versus Bulldogs. So Titans versus Broncos. To be honest with you, but the Titans were still pretty horrific. They were still pretty horrific, mate. That's still pretty horrific. To be honest with you. CJ Quintana says, will Titans ever win a premiership? Stupid question, nice troll. Yeah, well, not really a nice troll because you're not going to get a good response out of me. Dasman says 2010. Yeah, to be fair, well, he did say the last 8 wooden spooners, so they don't get included. So please shush, Daz, mate. Daz, shush your mouth. Shush your goddamn mouth, Daz, mate. My goodness me. Tell you what, Storm aren't in the 8 bloody teams here. Give the Titans a goddamn chance here, Daz, mate. My God. How deplorable. How deplorable how you would say something so crazy and so obscene. So obscene. If you guys are tuning into the chat right now and tuning into the stream and we're wondering why we're not talking about the game, it's because it is half-time right now and it is currently 10-0 to the Newcastle Knights. Joe Biden's still leading in regards to that. Poll will finish by the end of the half, guys. So obviously do keep voting in that chat. Let's see who gets it. Joe Biden, BKR Sport or Blocker Roach. Hopefully I can win something, to be honest with you. I would like to win that. But Joe Biden is definitely still leading with his foreign policy. His commentary in regards to just everything in general is just absolutely woeful. BS Sports says, will BKR clips come back when you get a new laptop? Absolutely. Absolutely, good sir. Absolutely. Blocker Roach is coming now. 28% now Blocker Roach has, and 40% for the big fella, Joe Biden. Zempire says Winnie the Pooh foreign policy is also trash. Yeah, but he's also a cartoon character. CJ Kratara says, is David Feeder overrated? No, your trolling is shocking, my guy. Your trolling, come on, bro. Do better, my guy. Do better. Like that, your trolling is just really woeful. But Joe Biden is still leading right now. I can't believe he's actually doing it. Nolts Relief says, which team has not won the spoon for the longest? I think it would be Manly. Manly have never won the spoon. Manly, I think the only team past the Warriors. I think it's only Manly and the Warriors who have won the spoon because the Titans have, the Sharks have, the Cowboys definitely have, the Rabbitohs absolutely have. Broncos obviously last year. The Raiders, I don't know about the Raiders actually. The Raiders have. The Raiders have. Mitchell Boys says, who's the worst NRL player still playing? I know there's some pretty bad ones. I wouldn't say it's Luke Brooks. I know the common consensus would be Luke Brooks, but I definitely wouldn't say Luke Brooks. I think there'd be some rando forward across the league somewhere that just doesn't get the job done, and yeah, I'd personally say it's some rando back rower that just gets a job at some point. You know, the overrated consensus would obviously be Brooks, though, to be completely fair to you. Joe Biden is taking a massive lead here. He's gone to 43%. We've got 47 votes, and Joe Biden has taken an absolutely unattainable lead right now. It's just, I don't think Blocker and myself have any kind of ability to catch him at this point. I really don't. I can't see Blocker Roach or BKR Sport catch him at this point. Cooper Cronk, obviously, he must be the greatest buddy ever. He must be the greatest buddy ever. Guys, keep voting in the chat. That vote will finish. That vote will finish at half time. That vote will finish from half time. Nanisi Vakavengu says, who do you think could win the premiership? The Gold Coast Titans. No, but in realistic reality, it's either the Rabbitohs, the Storm, or the Panthers, and there's no one else. There's no one else. Manly fans like to believe they are, but it's between the Rabbitohs, the Panthers, and the Storm. The Storm. Benny West says Garth Brooks is Luke Brooks' uncle. I'll let the world know. Manga 7 says, I don't think the St. George Dragons, as in the merge club, have gotten a win. Oh, don't you shit me. Don't you start me on bloody mergers. You guys get the spoons of both clubs. You and the Tigers both get the spoons of both clubs because you are those clubs merged. So you are included with both clubs' wooden spoons. Don't you give me the wooden spoon of the West Tigers. They're getting Balmain and West, and they've got 100 between them, pretty much. You know, they've basically got 300 wooden spoons between them. Don't give me this nothing about, we're a merged club, so we don't get the history beforehand. Okay, so don't talk. You've only won one premiership there, mind you. You've only won one premiership. Don't at me. If you have no spoons, you've also won one premiership. You haven't won the, 12 others or 13 others that you won previously? But gee whiz, Dragons fans are outrageous. They're outrageous, mate. Nodge says, is Turbo the best fullback in the game? Tedesco's up there, man. It's tough. It's tough. Oh, come on, guys. I wanted a silver medal. Blocker Roach is getting up there now. He's actually chasing. Jeez, Blocker Roach with the comeback right now. Blocker Roach has got the comeback of dreams in the poll where it's 61 votes, and Blocker Roach, could he have the comeback of all comebacks? Dasmay says, Tigers fans like to count the premierships but don't count the wooden spoons. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. They they definitely do. That club is just absolutely outrageous. Go Jordan says that means we won 16 premierships and 3 spoons. Who the Dragons? You've still won spoons, which is the point. And you've also won 16 premierships. I'm very well aware of that. I do say that to you guys all the time. I'm very well aware of how many premierships you've won because you've got a long history. But in the same sense, you've also got 3 spoons. So don't at me in regards to not having a single spoon. Just like the Tigers, they've got about 400. I think they've got about 25 or something like that. David Travaseri says Blocker is dead set terrible. Oh, we know. Oh, mate, we know. Oh, mate, when I say we know, I mean we goddamn know, mate. Mitch Boy says, why do you hate the Broncos? I'm a Titans fan, man. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You want me to give them a cuddle? You want me to give the bloody Broncos a cuddle, mate? They're our biggest rivals. They're an hour up the road from us. What do you... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that we're not allowed to have rivals. Only NRL says, hey Blaze, hello mate, get involved in that chat right now. 49% to Biden, Blocker Roach with 27%. I'm up for bronze. Cooper Cronk, he's not chasing me down right now. He's not chasing me down. I'm at least getting a bronze medal here. That's what we'd like to see. But anyway, so Steve Roach, original nickname was Blockhead. You reckon? Wow, crazy. Still waiting for the second half to get underway here, guys. Keep hitting that thumbs up button and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. And if you want great intellectual chat like we're doing right now in regards to who is the worst commentator in the game. Wow, we haven't actually done one of these before. Adil Malik says, you should be nice to your rivals. This is why Titans never win anything. That is possibly the dumbest... That is honestly, Adil Malik, I want to put this out there. That has got to be one of the ultimately dumbest comments I've ever seen. You should be nice to your rivals. You should be nice to your rivals. What goddamn planet are you living on? That is potentially the most holy shit comment that we've seen in bloody decades. I can't believe it. Lachlan says, West Tigers have never had a wooden spoon. Just Googled it. There's 5 teams without wooden spoons. No, the West Tigers have got about 22, mate. Add the Balmain and add the West because they are in that club. That is what a merger club is. 2 clubs combined to make 1 club, which means you get the history from both. So Balmain also got about 16, or Balmain got about 10, and I think West got about like 18 or something like that. They're dead set. Got a lot between them. Mitchell Boy says, I can't stand the Roosters. They're my least favourite team. Hey, don't be rude. Don't be mean to them because, buddy, gee whiz. I see you though, Lachlan. I know what you're trying to do. Wizfizz says, I think the word he meant was respectful. Well, then, okay, no. Broncos can suck any... Liam Fallon says, hey, BK, where do you think Lachlan Lewis will end up? Please answer. I don't know. Probably... New South Wales Cup, to be honest with you, man. I don't see another NRL team getting him. I don't see another NRL team getting him, to be completely fair. So, yeah, it's an issue. It is definitely an issue there. He's not the most fantastic that we've definitely seen. Tarek says Titans are dog shit. Aren't you a Dragons fan? Can you tell me who you support, Tarek? Aren't you a Dragons fan? So, second half is about to get underway here. Mitchie Boy says, what's your predicted grand final? Rabbitohs and Storm. Faraz Salam says the Broncos fan, I like the Roosters. Yeah, but the Roosters aren't really your rivals. Obviously they're a rival, but they're not really, like, in regards to the words that we're talking about here, a rival, like, in what we're speaking about. But yeah, Sports says Brisbane lead the Eagles by 18 points with 6 minutes to go. Well, right now they're going to be taken into the, they're going to be going into the top 4. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Lachlan, I'm going to catch him, my guy. I know exactly what I know exactly what you're doing here. Well, gee whiz, I actually just made him a moderator. Lucky that he didn't say that. He's actually been hidden from the channel. But yeah, I know exactly what you're doing, my guy. You can't fool me, my dude. Benny West's blocker got sacked from the footy show because he assaulted Channel 9. It's funny? I went to hide Lachlan from the channel and I accidentally made him a moderator. Thank God he didn't see that. Thank God he didn't see that. Tarek, that's what the Roosters, not the Titans, because the Titans are shit. Why are you crying in the chat right now? If you think that's going to hurt me, like, bro, I see my team every single year. I'm very well aware of that shit. But, like, for you to be talking smack right now is just absolutely a madness. What did the Titans do to hurt you, man? Go on to, like, a picture and tell me what part. Oh, the Dogs. Oh, the Dogs are so bad. Oh, the second half, they got the kickoff and they kicked it away. Tarek, you're embarrassing yourself, my guy. You ain't embarrassing me or the Titans. You're just making yourself look like a loser, to be honest with you, my dude. So, second tackle, because the Titans don't have any kind of rivalry with your Roosters. My goodness, mate. But, man, you have a lot of hate. Gee whiz. So, left-hand side here, second tackle, 10 metres out here. Pearce gets it up to Barnett, and Barnett gets taken down here. 3 metres out here from the line. Only NRL says the Eels are going to demolish the Cowboys. Yeah, they probably do, to be honest with you, but they're not good. Third tackle now. Mitchell Pearce gets it off to... not too sure. Who's number 11 here for the Knights? Fourth tackle now. They're going to be 5 metres out. Fourth tackle here for the Knights. I can't believe how bad the Knights just did that to give them back the Bulldogs just did that to give them back the ball, to be honest with you. So left-hand side here, and they're going to get this ball to about the 10 right now. Jeez, I don't think Joe Biden's going to get caught. I'll leave that up for the rest of the chat, to be honest with you, for the rest of the game. Tarek says the Titans are okay, they're not the best. Like, bro, everyone knows that, but you're really crying like a little girl right now, and you're making yourself look really, really stupid. Like, it's a madness how upset you are about the Titans when no one's insulted the Roosters in this stream. I think you're trying to get at me, and my guy, if you think that calling the Titans shit is going to get at me, bro, like, you're making yourself look like a moron. Vesta says, I haven't watched any of the game. Is it any good? Not really. Kind of. It's kind of okay. The Dogs have been terrible on attack. Defensively, they've been very good, though. Defensively, the Dogs have been incredibly strong, but they're still getting up 10 points, which has been by 2 really good tries. Faris Alarms, it's so weird seeing Eels stumble at 6th all of a sudden. Why? They always do this. This is always an Eels thing. They always fall apart towards the end of the season. Tom Coop says, Titans win the league in 2023. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely, you're spot on there. So Corey Horsburgh gets this ball out to the 40, but don't worry, we're going to get we're going to get Mr. Crybaby commenting saying how stupid that is any moment now. So 4th tackle here for the Doggies, they're going to get the ball to the halfway line. I love when people try so hard to get at me and it just turns right back around on them. So 5th tackle here for the Dogs, they kick this one down into the corner. Guys, if you want to get at me and make me get, like, annoyed or something like that, you got to do it during a Titans loss. Like, for example, you remember when Average Joe came in here during the Titans Storm game and was a Tigers fan talking shit about the Titans, and I unleashed, man. But that was me unleashing out of annoyance. So, like, you're not going to get at me during a Knights versus Bulldogs game when my Titans have already lost the game. Like, I don't really care anymore. I just wait for next week. That's the life of a Titans fan. Just wait for next week. But the Knights will get this ball inside the attacking half here. 4th tackle. 37 minutes to go. Faraz Alarm says Titans fans should be proud of their side. They just need it 1 second here. Knights here. He's going to go down there. Won't be called obstruction. Titans fans should be proud of their side. They just need to be consistent and they will be a genuine top 8 contender, especially how dangerous they look in attacks. Absolutely. What I said in 2019. Yeah, the wooden spoon there. Next year, yeah. Actually, it's from when Justin Holbrook was there. So 2019 wooden spoon. Last year was, improved past the wooden spoon. I never expected 9th. I was expecting more like a 12th or 11th. We got to 9th. This year was expecting to get into the 8th or 7th, which I still believe is going to happen. Next year is to probably get knocked out first week, though. Next year is pushing to the second week of the finals, or potentially even the prelim in the 2023's win. David Travisari says, I'm sick of the Bulldogs losing a lot of games. Mate, welcome to my life. But here we go. Bulldogs here, right-hand side. They can get off to Ockenball. No, Hop White is still going here. He doesn't pass it off to Ockenball because he knows it'll be a knock-on. So it's going to be 30 minutes out here from the line. Left-hand side, they're going to go. Daniel Bates says, wow, Joe Biden has a commentator gig now. What was his previous job? His previous job was President of the United States, but obviously we all know his foreign policy is absolutely dog shit. So that's why, obviously, right now he's gone to the commentary game. And, his commentary is just as bad. So left-hand side here, and the Dogs kick the ball on the inside. Chance here for the Dogs. Try time. Doggies try. The post is going to be 10-6. The Doggies score a try. Nicky Meaney goes boomska. The Doggies. Woof, woof, woof. The game is back on here. After a horrific start to the second half, they still find a way to score a try, and Nick Meaney scores underneath the post here, man. Wowee. Nice work there by Hopawade. Thank God he doesn't pass the ball off to Ockenball, otherwise they will lose the ball forward. Dasman says, what a try. This is up the Dogs. What is that from Pong? Pong has not had a great game, my guys. Pong has not had a great game. Fraser Alarm says, Dogs current best player. Unlucky he's going to Melbourne. Yeah, to be fair, you're not probably wrong, mate. Only NRL Dogs fans are so hyped. Mate, if you are a Titans, a Sharks, or a Raiders fan, you are absolutely hyped right now. You want the Dogs to win. If you are a Sharks, a Titans, or a Raiders fan, you're wanting the Knights to lose this game. So, Don Davis says, do you reckon the Dragons could upset? I reckon there's a potential, but I also think the Dragons are terrible. So, I think it's very unlikely, but I definitely think that could potentially happen. Ibrahim says, do you enjoy streaming all these games? Don't you get tired? Man, I got this game, I got the last game that I did, I got the next game, which is the Eagles vs Cowboys, then I'm doing the Premier League, which is the Liverpool versus Burnley game, and then Man City versus Norwich. I watch these games anyway, man, and I'm in lockdown, so I'm on keto as well. Just want to throw that out there. Since the last 4 days, I'm on a keto diet. Since 10:06 here, we'll take 4.5 minutes to go. I love what I do, man. I love sport. I love talking to you guys. I love kicking back, and I'm in lockdown anyway, man. I can't really do a great deal else, but yeah, I definitely get tired. But that's why I love when you guys hit the thumbs up button, when you guys subscribe, and everyone who joins up as a $5 member. Obviously, it's only a member. It's only $5. It obviously helps me to get a new computer and whatnot. So, no, I'm just appreciative of everything, and no, I enjoy it, man. I just kick back. But yeah, I definitely do get tired. Senpai says, keto diets make me feel really concentrated. Yeah, I'm very concentrated right now. It's very good. But 4 days into it, I had my worst day yesterday. I've done it twice now. When I got back from America, when I was in America, I was 123 kilos. And within, I think, 3 weeks or something, I was at about 110, 108. And then obviously I got down to about 98 or something before I stopped it. And then I got big again. But it's just a cycle, man. It's what everyone does. Database says Big Papa will enter the game soon. Watch out, the Knights. Mate, is Big Papa on the bench? I didn't even think that Papa was on the bench, was he? We want to see Big Papa if he's on the bench. I don't think Big Papa Nappa's on the bench, mate. So second tackle over the Doggies. They're 22 metres out from their own line. Jake Kerr says, do you think Kyle Flanagan gets too much hate? Thought he was solid last year. Solid last year? I don't think so. Fraser Lumps, I reckon Josh Jackson is underrated. Josh Jackson is underrated to a point, but his attack is terrible. But the Dogs are going to offload that ball backwards here. The Dogs are still going here. I thought that was actually touched there by the Knights. So I thought that was going to be a set restart. But before tackle here, wow, Blocker Roach actually said something similar to me. Crazy. He is coming second in the poll right now. He's got the silver medal for worst commentator on the planet. Oh, he's offloaded the game again. Oh my god, was that not touched by Barnett just then? Was that not touched? That was a knock on from the Knights again, but they didn't call it. Wow. Justin Sutherland says, Robbo dropped Flanagan last year for a few rounds. Solid, yeah. I didn't think that Flano was fantastic last year, but that was definitely a knock-on for me. Sick. Richo, you're the best. Thanks, Richo. Appreciate ya. So third tackle here for the Knights. They got away with a really good couple of calls there for them. Definitely 2 knock-ons against the Knights that weren't called, and now they've got the ball inside the 20. Dasmate says suspend the Big Papa Nappa. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, he's not on the bench, mate. He's buddy Big Papa Nappa. He's gone. But Pierce here throws the ball like an absolute madman, and the Knights are going to take him down here 12 metres out of the line. Dasmate says, I'm going to never say that the Bulldogs game again. 1 second here, left-hand side. Oh, that's play. Oh, Bulldogs going to be away here. But, it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be an offside here against the Dogs, apparently. Database says, I'm going to never say the name Bulldogs again if Big Papa isn't playing. What were they thinking? I think he's suspended, mate. So it's off. I think they're saying off Waddell's foot here. Are you sure? I would challenge that. Are you sure? I didn't think he was offside. I thought that the Bulldogs player hit his foot and then it bounced back and then they got the ball and they ran away. Are you sure? Rolling A says New Zealand is in lockdown and we find on Tuesday if we're staying in lockdown for longer. Brother, I've been in lockdown for 2.5 months, man. You're not going to get sympathy here from me. Good luck with everything. Gregory Johnson, I think the Jooks will surprise a lot of people in the finals. They're not going to win nothing, but they're going to get probably 2. They'll get to the second week, but they're losing to the Storm first week, mate. Just want to throw that out there. Oh, Pierce has been slapped. 6 more there for offside there against the Dogs. So Knights here, 10 metres out. Here they go, 10 metres out here. But the Dogs have been really good defensively so far. First tackle here, Clemmer with the ball 5 minutes out. If they can hold him out here, honestly, the Dogs have a good chance of winning this game. What did I tell you guys on my tipping stream? I'm telling you, this Dogs team, this is the type of Knights team I was expecting. Did I not say this to you guys on the tipping stream? People were like, buddy, you're crazy, mate. The Knights are going to win by 50 plus. Okay, well, how about this one, 50 plus? So right-hand side here for the Knights, they're 15 metres out here. Gets it off to Connor Watson, and Watson's going to lose about 12 metres there, but it's okay because they were 2 metres out, so you get a bit of extra space. So left-hand side here, I just saw that comment. Left-hand side here, 3 metres out, 4 tackle here for the Knights. Pierce taken down. He goes left-hand side. Oh, Sue, very close. literally about half a metre short there. So fit tackle here. Knights left-hand side they go. He kicks it through. That's played out there. It's played out. And it's going to be knock on from the Dogs. It's going to be a knock on there from the Dogs. So it will be a repeat set here for the Knights. But they had to do that anyway. Daniel Bates says, suspended for showing up other players, how poor they are in comparison to him, and also for being nowhere near as good looking. Exactly right. We all love big papa napa, big papa napa, big papa napa, big papa napa. But we also know what we all love as well, and that's with 30 minutes to go. We've got 81 people here. We've got 62 likes. We need to get 70 likes right now. You smack that thumbs up button, and if you have not hit that big red subscribe button, Big Papa Napa is going to punch the daylights out of you. He's going to punch the absolute daylights out of you if you're not hitting that subscribe button. So go and hit the subscribe button. And if you do not subscribe, Joe Biden will officially be taking over this YouTube channel as of tomorrow. So do you really want that? I don't think so. So 30 minutes to go here over the game. It is 10-6 to the Knights. Vesta says the Knights will win 16-12. Well, gee whiz, that's not a good result. Like, it's a result, but it's not a great result for them going into the finals. To think this team is, getting into the finals right now is madness. So second tackle here, right-hand side, the Knights go. Pierce gets it off to Clifford. Clifford's going here. Terrible defense from the Dogs, but they still will get him. Third tackle, 5 metres out. 5 metres out here. Left-hand side they go. Gives it off to Pierce. Pierce gets it to Ponga. Ponga here. Good defense from the Dogs. They're going to hold him out here. Yep, that's good defense. Again, 4 tackle. 12 metres out. Faraz Alam says Dogs have been solid in defence, have to say. Absolutely, I've been saying this all game. Dogs have been really good in defence so far. So far is the word you always have to be using there. Those words absolutely have to be used because just wait. So fifth tackle now for the Knights. They're 5 metres out here from the line. They're going to go right-hand side to Mitchell Pearce. Kicks it through, played out. Oh, close to a penalty, but Lachlan Lewis picks it up, and that's great defence, man. That's a penalty. Yep, penalty to the Dogs. Yankees, Knights, what's going on? What's the matter, Knights? What's the matter? Lachlan Lewis there with a good block. Gets the ball very close to a penalty, though, against the Dogs for being offside when Lewis put his foot out to touch the ball. But the leg pull will be there, and the Dogs can get out of trouble. Ron Perkins says, let's go. Legs go. Legs go? Well, the legs did go there with the leg pull there. But it will be 30 metres out here from their own line, the Dogs. They will get about 34 metres out. So Dogs are still absolutely in this game right now. Marcel Moose says, why don't you like the Dragons? Where did I ever say that I don't like the Dragons? I was born in Cogra. I was literally born in Cogra. So first tackle here, right-hand side. The Dogs will get this ball to the halfway line. Second tackle now. Tom says, it doesn't matter. Dogs knock it on. Fourth tackle. Hey, you shush, Tom. Shush, Tom! Shush, man! Don't you manifest that shit. We all want the Dogs to win this game. So third tackle now. They're 40 metres out here from the Lions. 10-6 here to the Knights, but the Dogs are attacking right now. Left-hand side. Josh Jackson gives it off. It's going to be, big run there. Gets it to about 25 metres out. Who is the number 11 for the Dogs? I couldn't see him. Right-hand side here. Gives it off to Josh Jackson. Jackson here. This is a chance here. Doggies! Meaney gets it off to Hopawade. Comes back. Bradman Best. Good defense from Bradman Best there. Tilchunga says, have you been to every state in Australia? No, not yet, man. I've been to more countries than I've been to states in Australia, actually. So left-hand side here. Going to put it up. Oh, Dogs. Oh, it's gone backwards here. It's still going here. Oh, the Knights going to pick it up, and the Knights going to be away here. And Watson's still going here. Watson gets it out here to Hunt, and Hunt's going to get taken out at the 40. Oh, that's unfortunate. No, he's still going here, Hunt. He's going to get taken. Oh, he's still going. And now he's taken out at the 30. Geez, unlucky there for the Dogs. Very unlucky there. I've been to Western Australia. I've been to Victoria, New South Wales, obviously, ACT, Tasmania, and Queensland, but I haven't been to Northern Territory or South Australia yet. I've been to more countries than I've been to states in Australia. It's the second tackle. Well, to be fair, I've been to every state. No, South Australia's a state, so one territory and one state. So they're 8 minutes out of the line, third tackle. That was terrible from the Dogs to let them get all the way down there. And now Knights have a really good opportunity here. After the Dogs got away with some really good defense, how's Blocker telling us all that the Dogs would get very tired in the second half? And look at how they're going right now. So fourth tackle here, 14 minutes gone in the second half. They go left-hand side, Bradley. No, fakes it. Right-hand side. Forward pass, knock-on, doesn't matter. Forward pass, knock-on, doesn't matter. Knock-on doesn't matter. It matters more than butter matter because they don't matter. Tilchunga says, I haven't left Queensland. Gee whiz, haven't left Queensland. Madness. Faraz Alam says, Knights attack, WTF. Look, to be honest with you, man, the Dogs' defense has been incredibly solid. The Knights haven't really had a great deal of attack, but the Dogs have been very solid. Actually, I think the Knights have thrown a bit at them, but the Dogs have been very solid defensively. Jaden Lemon says, Newcastle are terrible. Yep, and you guys all called me absolutely madness for saying the Dogs could win this game. Do you guys remember the tipping stream on Wednesday? You guys remember when I did the tipping stream on Wednesday and I said the Dogs are going to win this game? I tipped them. I tipped them by 4 points, I think it was. You guys said, no, you're crazy. You're crazy, boys. BKR Sports are crazy, man. You BKR Sports are crazy, crazy, man. Tell you that right now. But I'm like, even if they lose, I was pretty close. I was pretty close. Bill A says, American needing gambling advice, Melbourne or Geelong. Oh, tough game, man. I'm a Cats fan, so you don't want to listen to me. You can ask the chat if you'd like. But I'm a Cats fan, so I'm going to take the Cats, obviously. Faraz Alam says, I agree, BKR, but think about it. If they struggle to score points first last, imagine how they go in finals. But yeah, true, Dogs being resilient in defence. Mate, I don't even think the Knights deserve to make the finals. I said this all year long, but I said they're going to probably make 8th because they're currently on 22 points, but I don't think the Knights are a good team. I think they're very inconsistent. They could win one week and by a big margin and then lose the next week by, a small margin, but still lose. And that's exactly what they're looking like right now. The Dogs have probably been, I would argue their defense in this game has made them the better team in this game, but just attacking-wise, they're still absolutely dreadful. Paul McCullough says, I have Dogs plus 10.5. What do you think? I've tipped the Dogs before the game, mate, so that's what I think. Sport Rex says, this is real footy, grinding and low scoring. Yeah, absolutely. I love this game. I'm really enjoying this game. We've had 2 of these games this round so far. Rabbitohs vs Panthers was a grindy game, and this is a grindy game too. Very good. It's returning to a little bit of the old footy this week. Zen Pie says, Big Puppy will make the 8. Oh, right-hand side here. Big chance if the Dogs, they break it to the 50 or 45. Good little run, though. Dasman says, Suns win the flag next year. Mate, why don't you just focus on actually making the 8 for the first time in your history before you start talking about flag? But that is absolutely a bad play the ball there against the Dogs, and it's just woeful. Just absolutely woeful. Just absolutely woeful. So now it's going to be a Knights who get the ball here. RB4 Music says, Waddle's been shit. He's been really bad, man. He's not been fantastic. He's not been fantastic, but still, guys, 46% of votes have gone towards Joe Biden. 25% of votes have gone for block erosion. 18% of votes have gone to BKR Sport. Cooper Cronk and me are pretty close over there in the chat, in the poll. But block erosion is definitely a second. And Joe Biden, gee whiz, he is leading the charge by a significant margin right now. But we're on 66 likes. Come on, guys, get it up to the 70 marker right now. But with 25 minutes to go here in this game, it is Knights leading 10-6. But geez, they haven't been good in attack. Hi says, are you going to stream tomorrow, Dragons vs Roosters? Hi, you know I stream literally every single NRL game on the channel. Of course, I'll be streaming both these games tonight, both games tomorrow. I'll be doing the Premier League tonight and the Premier League tomorrow night too. And basketball's coming soon, NFL's coming soon. Gee whiz, if you haven't subscribed, guys, my God, and you like your sport, my goodness me, what are you doing with your life? Second tackle now for the Knights. They're going to get slammed down here. 25 minutes out here from the Bulldogs line. Tasman says, Dogs will score next. Well, you hope so, mate, because if the Dogs don't score next, the game's probably over. So right-hand side here to Mitchell Pearce. He gets it off to Clemmer, and the big Clem dog will get about a 5-metre gain there. Forward tackle now, 13 metres out. The Knights have been here a lot today, but the Dogs are just so solid defensively. Left-hand side they go. Clifford gets the ball to Ponga. Ponga here over the top here. Ockenball, you have to defend this nicely. No, Ockenball doesn't even tackle him. So it will be, he doesn't need to, otherwise it grabs him, but still. Buddy, Ockenball, make a tackle, mate. So Ponga here, right-hand side, gives it off to Pearce. Pearce here on 5th tackle. It's a pretty decent kick there. Or good play there by the Dogs. It's going to be, wow, they're going to call escort there. There's a tough call, but it's probably the right call. Frazzle, sometimes I question people even pay attention to this channel. He always streams every game because he's a legend. Yeah, but the thing is, the question that I have is that these people who ask me the question if I'm streaming a game usually are on every stream, or majority of streams. So I'm like, why are you asking me if I'm streaming tomorrow when you know I'm streaming tomorrow because you're usually on these streams? Like, that's my question. Jimmy Bill says, you streaming the Knights Dogs match? No, that game's shit, mate. So 23 minutes to go here, the game of the St. Louis Cardinals versus New York Giants game. And currently, the Cubbies are leading 1-0. So left-hand side here, it's going to be second tackle now for Manchester United. Let's see right now if the Queensland Reds can hold them out. But right-hand side here, I'm going to get back to being serious. Knights here, Ponga here to the 10-metre line. That's an obstruction. Ooh, 6 more he's called. He's called 6 more. How is that not an obstruction? So 23 minutes left here, 10-6 for the Knights. They're going to go left-hand side here. They call set restart for the Knights. My God. My God, Knights here. Clifford. Try time for Clifford. But that's all come off an obstruction, mind you. But in the same sense, that was pretty woeful defense there from the Dogs in regards to that one. But Clifford will go through there, and Clifford's had a good game. Clifford has had a good game there. Blake asks, what about Sharks Tigers? You can stream that? Yeah, I'll probably stream that next year, mate. I'll probably stream it next year. So try time there for the Knights. Luke Palmer says, how did the Sharks not beat the Knights? Because the Sharks aren't great, mate. They just beat the Tigers, who have just got beaten. They get beaten by 50 bloody every week. Like, David Travasiari says, mate, I love your commitment to sport. Wanted to say thank you. Appreciate it, mate, dude. Thank you very much. Tom Coop says, is the game done and dusted now? It's not, but it kind of is. But I wouldn't go as far as say it's absolutely officially over. But in the same sense, I would definitely go as far to say that it's a very difficult predicament here for the Dogs, considering they can't attack. They're a shocking attacking team. Like, they are an atrocious attacking team. The Real Wombat says, I honestly think I'm Bulldogs bad luck. Chalmers just came back in the ninth score. How dare you? How dare you? That is just absolutely ridiculous that you've done something so obscene. You've done something so ridiculous there. Go Jordan says the ref is playing for the Knights. It's been fine. The referee hasn't done anything wrong here. You know what has been wrong though? With 21 minutes to go, we're only on 73 likes. We need to be at 80 right now. We need to get at 80 right damn well now. Hit that thumbs up button immediately. And obviously the big old subscribe button. But the Knights here, Jake Clifford, has been really the only Knights player who's been good in this game. Not going to lie. Tom Cooper says only 20 minutes left and it's a dog. 20 minutes is a long time, man. You can't say only 20. Only 20 minutes left. Only an entire quarter of the game left. Only an entire quarter of the game left. The Dogs part I can accept, but only a quarter of the game left? Big Al says I don't need to because I have. Real Woman says sorry, Borgs fan, except Emilio Savage. Who? Who's Emilio Savage? Daniel Bates. Who? Sorry, Bulldogs fan, except... Who are you hating on? Who is that? I don't think there's any Emilio Savage here in the chat. Luke Palmer says, I am saying that's because the Sharks flogged the Bulldogs and Knights are kind of struggling against the Dogs. Did you flog the Bulldogs? You still got 22 points against them. And the Dogs actually weren't too bad in that game. But anyway, the Dogs are going to kick this one down here into the corner. It is 16-6, only a 10-point game. It does mention some TikTok kid. Oh, okay, fair enough. So 21 minutes to go here. TikTok, there you go. I think Hayden's really into TikTok. I think Hayden's really into the old entertainer house is really into the old TikTok arena. So second tackle here for the Knights at 25 minutes. I wonder if he probably knows it, to be honest with you. So second tackle now, they're going to go left-hand side, gives it off to the big man, who gets it out to about 35 minutes. Oh, good run. Good run here. Good run. He's taking out the 40. Very good run there for the Knights. Everyone says, yes, I love BKR. Screw Emilio Savage is a mate. Oh, well, good. If he's TikTok, good on him. Good luck to him. I just didn't know. I don't watch TikTok, so I wouldn't know. Luke Palmer says, my brain is just dead. Still can't believe the Sharks even won. You're outrageous. Fifth tackle here for the Knights. They're going to put that ball up at the end. The Dogs are going to get this ball here. 10 metres out. Good take there by Meany. And Meany will bring this one out to about 20 metres out here. Preston Hatfield says, what do you think about the ref? Oh my God, I asked this question way too much. Tasman says, Hayden did his tips with him, I think. Oh, there you go. Oh, Jaden Ockenbaugh. By the way, guys, just want to throw this out there. Ockenbaugh has not dropped a ball in this game so far. I know it's a madness. I know it's a crazy scene, but it is actually the truth. He has not dropped the ball in this game so far, and that is just absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. So left-hand side they go. Here gets up to Luke Thompson, and Thompson here gets his ball to about the 50. Fourth tackle. Jeez, nice little run there. Nice little run there. So left-hand side they go. Gives up to Lachlan Lewis. Lewis here. I think he was going himself. He does take it himself. He'll get taken down at the 40. So right-hand side they go. Gives it off here to Flanagan. Flanagan, not the greatest of kick, to be honest with you. It's not a great kick, and Ponga's got an easy take there. Not a great kick at all, and Ponga's just going to get taken down about the 10-metre line here. Why are you trying to strip the ball when you're on the ground, mate? That should be a set restart. Why are they not going to call it? Jade Kerr says, Joey John said he'd take Callum Ponga over Nathan Cleary. What a joke. I'd take Joey Manu over KP and any day, let alone Nathan. Yeah, but Joey Johns also tipped the Tigers to make the 8 about a week ago. So do take his thought process with a grain of salt, right? I should have actually put him in the chat. Watson here. Watson's still going here. He gets the offload away. Should be a nice try here. This should be game over. This should be game over. And Brabham Best will score a try. So that should be game over there, guys. And the Knights will score a try here under the post. It should be 22-6. And unfortunately, the Doggies just fall apart late on. The Doggies, they fall apart a little bit late on here. Blake Gaming says Knights have got to win. Well, you reckon, mate? Well, they should be winning it. They should be winning this Stanwell game. They're playing the Dogs. They're playing the last place team. I'm not reading that coming out, Luke Palmer. I will not be reading that coming out, my good sir. But, you know. He did say it. So, by the way, guys, there's about 30 minutes until we go live for the Parramatta Eels versus the North Queensland Cowboys game. Should be interesting, that one. Jade Lemon says, enjoy your spoon, dogs. Yeah, officially, guys, this does actually officially mean the dogs mathematically cannot avoid the wooden spoon. They mathematically cannot avoid the wooden spoon. Gee whiz, Cooper Cronk is closing in on me in that third position there. Oh my goodness me. If you guys haven't voted in the chat yet, go and vote in the chat. We've got who is the worst commentator on the planet. Joe Biden is leading by a significant margin right now, 44% through 158 votes, with Blocker Roach in second, 25%, me in 20%, and then Cooper Cronk with 12%. So, gee whiz. It's gone back down to 19, 12%. Gee whiz, guys. Cooper Cronk is chasing me. And I'm trying to catch up with Blocker, but I don't think I'm going to get silver medal here. I don't know if I'm going to get the silver medal, but I definitely will get bronze at this rate. Dasmate says, won something this year, unlike 14 other teams too. Will Thor's Group says, are you going to live with AFL anymore? Yeah, probably for the finals, but in the same sense, I'll be doing more AFL next year. This year I had a bit of a different plan. Regan says, think that the Cowboys have any chance? Not really for me, man. I think the Eels will put a score through them. I think they need to as well going into the finals. I think this is the worst time the Cowboys could have thought about playing them. I think this is the worst time, man. Trevor Daly says, I'm not a Panthers fan, but come on, clearly has to be the best player in the comp at the moment. Absolutely. Someone asked me before Trebojevic or Cleary, and I took Cleary easy. Real White says, you join the Liverpool game tonight? Liverpool and Burnley, and also Man City versus Norwich. And they will kick their kicks. We'll be 22-6 here to the Knights with about 17 minutes to go. I'll be going straight in from the Eels-Cowboys game, straight into Liverpool-Burnley, and then from that, I think it's a half an hour break between Liverpool-Burnley and City versus Norwich. Tony Bates says, Biden doesn't give opinions, though. He just reads what he is told. But he's also a moron, so he deserves to be on there. Jimmy Bill says, Luke, you're an idiot. What's Luke done? What's the Luke he done? Jeff Tusicons, I just voted for Biden. Yeah, a lot of people unfortunately did that too, and yeah. That's the wrong thing to do, voting for Biden. But in regards to this context, it's probably the right thing. Big Al says, who do you go for in Origin? I'm a Queenslander. Yeah, I'm from Queensland, mate. I was a baby. I was born in Cogra, which is in New South Wales, in Sydney. But my mum and dad moved up to Brisbane when I was about 2 weeks old or something like that. So I have absolutely no recollection of being in New South Wales, and thank God I don't. Until now, where I'm stuck in this buddy hellhole at this point. Second tackle for the Knights to 30 metres out of here. Poppy Baxter says, go the Knights. Go Jordan says, City 5, Norwich 0. I like it. Oh, yeah, I like it. Real says the City found a striker. Shush. Alright, so third tackle here for the Knights. They're going to be at the halfway point here. Could you imagine them still hitting a Fetty bomb? It wouldn't surprise me considering the Dogs are just falling apart right now. Before me says, yeah, Ferran Torres. That's not finding. That was not finding. yeah, it's not finding, mate. So Starbucks Games go the Knights. So right hand side here the Knights go, or the left hand side they're going to go 6 more. Oh, fit tackle 6 more. That's so poor from the Dogs. Oh my god. Oh my god, doggies, what are you doing? 6 more here for the Knights. They honestly could still hit a 50 bomb here. Desmond says, I can't even go to Belmore to celebrate this great season. I know, it's crazy. You guys, well, to be fair, the people of Canterbury, they're definitely still going outside of their house, so it wouldn't really matter, to be honest with you. Real One says, City just need to trust in Gabriel. No. Third tackle here, left-hand side. Oh, 4 pass there for the Knights. No, apparently not. 4 tackle now. Bradman Best taking down 10 metres out here from the line. They're going to go right-hand side here. Gives it off to Connor Watson. Watson's been pretty good in this game, to be honest with you. Much better than... Oh, that's a lost ball. That's a lost ball. Yeah, absolutely. It goes backwards, but it comes off the Dogs' play to go backwards. Jeff says City just hit 8 on 25 mark. Thanks for letting us know, man. But guess what? No one cares. You know why? Because it doesn't really matter to me because I can't do anything about it. So it's going to be Bulldogs with the ball here. 12 minutes out from their own line. Tony Bates says Grealish should score first in that game. No. You know who's going to score first in that game? Jeez. I don't know, buddy. Let's go with... Yeah, you know what, mate? It's well go Grealish. He was the only guy who looked like he was on the attack last game. But Real Woman says, what do you think happens to 257 Collective? Yeah, good point. Good point. Luke Palmer says, Grealish highlights will be 200 hair flicks. To be fair, man, I don't know why he copped a lot of flack after that last game. I thought he was the only player who really looked like he was... Well, he didn't take a shot. He didn't shoot. But if he shot, it would have been much better. But he was the only one getting into the box. So right-hand side here for the Dogs, I can tell you a lot worse players than him. And one of them has included Ferran Torres, who didn't do shit as the striker. But second tackle here for the Dogs, they're going to be 13 minutes out of their own line. And Flanagan, right-hand side, gets off to Ockenbaugh. Ockenbaugh, where's his knock-on? We haven't seen a knock-on from Ockenbaugh yet. This is absolutely madness. So left-hand side, he gives it to Luke Thompson. Thompson here, good run there, brings it to the 32. Hasn't had the most fantastic of games, Lukey Thompson. And this is just dribbling out right now, this game. Just dribbling out, get the ball away. This could be a try come up for the Dogs here. They're going to have space. They've got like 7 players over there, the Knights. The Dogs just have to pass his ball. What are you doing, Ryan James? Pass the ball there, my guy. So left-hand side, they're going to go Lachlan Lewis here from 40-20 attempt. That's actually a really good 40-20 attempt here. That's a 40-20 attempt here. That's a good kick. Oh, so close. Jeez, very close. They passed it across the ponga. Jay Curtis, did you rate Luke Lewis in his day? Of course, mate. Who didn't rate Luke Lewis in his day? Luke Lewis is one of the better players of his time. But left-hand side here from the Knights, that's a really good kick there from the Dogs, but unfortunately, it just didn't go out. Daniel Bates says, how dumb would that be, though? 100 million signing and you don't play him at the first home game of the season? Very stupid. Luke Palmer says, Sharks should sign Luke Thompson next year for depth in the forwards. Sharks don't really have forwards, let alone depth in the forwards. So, right-hand side, the Knights are going to go here, and there's 13 minutes to go here of this game. Oh, it's a knock-on there from the Knights. Knock-on from the Knights. Knock-on from the Knights. Knock-on from the Knights. They are shocking. Oh, they are shocking. But they're still going to win because it's the Bulldogs. But if they played like this against any other team, they would lose. I can't wait to play them next week as a Titans fan. I cannot wait to play them next week as a Bulldogs fan. As a Bulldogs fan? Gee whiz, as a Titans fan. My goodness me. What a shocking game this has turned into be. It was so good in the first half and then it's just completely fallen apart. Jed Kerr says, Luke Lewis was, one of my favourite players for sure. Absolutely. So, I've actually spoken to Luke before. You know what's great? I'll tell you a story about Luke because this game is shit house. I'll tell you a story about Luke. I don't know if you guys remember, I vlogged it, Sharks vs Manly. I actually have Luke Lewis on the vlog. He said to everyone to subscribe. Luke Lewis told you to subscribe to BKR Sport, by the way. Official, he has. It's on that vlog. Set restart for the Dogs. But Luke Lewis, after losing to Manly by 1 point in extra time, horrible game at Shark Park, by the way. I said to him, hey man, can I go have an interview with you? It'd be like literally a minute. And he's like, yeah, no worries, man, but I just have to do this one with this other lady here. 1 second here, Dogs, 10 minutes out, taking down. I just have to do an interview here with this other lady here first, and then I'll jump in with you. So do take in mind, they've just lost by 1 to their biggest rival. Set restart here for the Dogs, 10 minutes out. And this lady took up about 20 minutes. She literally stood there with him for 20 minutes, and you could tell he wasn't interested, but she just kept asking him question after question after question. At this point, I was assuming he was just going to be like, oh, sorry, man, I've been doing this for 20 minutes now. I wasn't expecting that. I just want to go home. But he still was the nicest bloke ever, still did everything. 1 second here, Doggy's here, 2 minutes out. He still did everything, and just sat there and talked to me for about a minute, and then we stopped, and then we spoke for another 5 to 10 minutes, man. It's just the nicest bloke, Luke Lewis. So the Dogs here will be with the ball 15 minutes out. A bit of background knowledge for you guys. If you have watched that Sharks versus Manly, 6 more here for the Dogs, 10 minutes out. If you have watched that Sharks versus Manly vlog, that's actually what happened. I think I also spoke to him at the end of a Sharks versus Eels game at ANZ Stadium, which the Sharks, I believe, did win. I can't remember. Before me, it's hard not to be a Dogs fan. Oh, it's very easy to not be a Dogs fan, actually. Oh, Dogs are going to score an easy try here. Easy try here for the Dogs underneath the... Oh, wow. It's going to be 22-12 here. The game is still technically on here, to be honest with you. Ryan James will score a try, get around the Gold Coast Titans. But Rhino, big Ryan James, Doggies fans, you can thank the Gold Coast Titans for that one. And now it is 22-12 the score. Still a 10-point game, 10 minutes. Can the Doggies come back here? But that's an easy try for the Dogs. Geez, terrible defense there from the Knights. Oh, my. Oh my God. Luke Hunt says, well, we have Finucane. Yeah, that's great. Not in the Storm system, and you don't know he's going to play at another club. Fafita has definitely gone downhill massively. Pele, Hunt. What's his name? What's his first name? And Braden Hamlin-Ueli for forwards. Hamlin-Ueli's decent. Finucane, I don't guarantee yet. And Adrian Fafita, I wouldn't be really kind of throwing that one out there. Hasn't been good for a while. Oh, it says Knights don't deserve top 8. They don't, but they're going to, but they don't. You can watch next week. Everyone will call me a nut job. Titans are going to win by about 40 of the Knights next week. The Titans will beat them by about 40. Melvin says, no, Unbefore Music says, homegrown Dogs player, Ryan James Blue. No, he's a Titans player, Unbefore Music. Homegrown Dogs player? What are you shitting me talking about? He's from Tweed Heads. I know Ryan. I know him personally. What are you goddamn talking about? Homegrown Dogs player. I know Ryan. He's from bloody Tweed Heads, mate. Jed Kurz, I think Luke Lewis was the best utility to ever play. Played wing in grand final and for Oz. Played half, second row and lock. What a weapon. Melvin says, Jaden Campbell better than Ponga. Mate, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, mate. You are not wrong. So with 9 minutes to go here, the game is technically on right now. Just throwing this out there. Game is technically on. We're 7 likes away from 90, guys. Bing, shkaboom, shkabing, bang, boom. Let's hit that thumbs up button and get up to the 90 likes before the end of the stream. But this game is still technically on right now. Luke Hunt says, in 2013, my family made a sign about fun at being sacked, and Bo Ryan took our sign at full time, put it in the air, walking around Shark Park. Well, there you go. So the Knights here are going to put this one up. If the Dogs would have to score now, and then they'd have to score now again. Sonny Yuggy says, who do you go for? I'm a Gold Coast Titans fan, Sonny. I'm from the Gold Coast, but obviously I stream every single game. But left-hand side here for the Dogs, they get this ball out to the 20-metre line here. Rule Wombat, good offload there from the Dogs. Good offload here from the Dogs. Buddy, why do the Dogs start to play now? You know, why do they start to play now? Rule Wombat says, Campbell needs to do what Cleary did and build muscle, and he'll be a weapon. Yeah, absolutely. So right-hand side here, Corey Horsburgh gets it to about the halfway line. Golden Hunt says, why do they shut down the footy show? Well and truly not a chance of being able to work nowadays, man. Too many people are too sensitive, and that show was you couldn't be sensitive and watch that show, mate. You could not be sensitive and watch that show. But fourth tackle here, right-hand side, gives it up to Lachlan Lewis. They also got too much fun based and not much rugby league based. And also, I'm not going to jump on the wagon, but unfortunately, making Aaron Molan a key host there was a horrific decision. But I'm not going to jump on the wagon. Oh, Ponga there. Easy take. That was terrible from the Dogs. Non-Strictus Blaze. How is Ash Taylor as a person? Good bloke. Knows what he's worth, but good bloke. NRL Tips and More says, you got to love a cold Sprite. Not really, mate. I'm on keto. I can't have anything sugary like that. But first tackle here for the bring back the fat. We all love the fat, mate. It was great. I loved it. But I just know there's a lot of snowflakes nowadays, and we all know there's no way that they would have been able to handle that show. No way. Super Bets is under 47.5 possible. What is it? 22-12. It's 30. What are you talking about? Is it possible? It's probably going to... It's 7 minutes to go, mate. It's 22-12. It's only 34 points scored in the game. What are you talking about? There's only 7 minutes to go. There's only 34 points scored. You would need over 3 tries to happen in 7 minutes. Callum Murphy says Campbell needs to borrow some of Cleary's HGH. So fifth tackle leave the Knights. They're 25 metres out. Left-hand side, it's going to be Clifford, the big boy. Doggies! Oh, good take by Meany. Meany's away here. He gets it out to about the 20. Good play. Good game here from Meany. I'm not going to lie. Melvin says TikTok created snowflakes. No, Twitter did. Twitter absolutely is the reason for snowflakes. But left-hand side here, Corey Allen. Corey Allen by himself, and he's going to get taken down here 30 minutes out from his line. Yeah, Twitter absolutely caused snowflakes, mate. Not TikTok. TikTok is late to the party, good sir. But third tackle here for the Doggies. They're going to go right-hand side. Ryan James gets it off to Flanagan. Flanagan here gets it off to Hopawata. Hopawata here, right-hand side. Ockenball will have the ball. He didn't lose the ball. Crazy. Justin Sutherland says there was snowflake before TikTok, Melmo. Absolutely. So left-hand side here for the Dogs. Fourth tackle here. They need a score now if they want any chance, or at least in this or the next set. But Luke Thompson with a good run gets this to about the 40. Melvin says, lucky I've never touched the Twitter. Yeah, it's not the most ideal. Oh, difficult take here for Ponga. Good take, though. He's had a very safe day under the... Oh, they're going to take him back in goal here. I don't know why you can't claim that as a... Why can't you... I challenge that. Why can't you tackle that in goal? He hasn't been put on the ground there. They're pulling back in goal. There's not a second movement. There is not a second movement there. I would challenge that. The Dogs have a challenge still. I would challenge that. There was no second movement there. This ref is dog shit, man. Every week this ref is dog shit. Every week, and I know him because of his moustache. There is no extra movement there. Like, there is no second movement there. I'm challenging that if I'm the Dogs. That's stupid. And now they're going to give on report to the Dogs. Luke Palmer says, but then again, the Fox League Matty John show is still somewhat inappropriate with Professor and Heine nowhere near as bad as what the footy show was. Stephen Destroy says, up the dogs. Hey, Sonny, I'm not going to respond to you because you're spamming the same question over and over again. So if you spam, I'm not going to respond to it. That's why I haven't responded to it. If you want to have a chat, then shoot through your questions in the chat. But if you send it about 400 times, I refuse to answer the question. Because as you can see, this chat isn't all about you. There is a lot more people than just yourself, my good sir. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. But if you spam, I will not be responding to the comment. Lupin says, but I love the Matty John show. Matty John show is great. It's not the footy show, though. The footy show was the best footy show that we've ever seen. That was obviously the best type of footy show we've had. But unfortunately, it did go down a lot of game style rather than actual sport commentary. They really took away from the actual rugby league chat quite significantly for, the Bo Ryan segments and stuff. And Bo Ryan was fantastic, but they didn't talk enough about rugby league. So knock on there against the Knights. The Dogs still have a chance here. Non-Triller says, hey Blaze, if you had a 10-minute conversation with Justin Holbrook, what would it be about? Well, I've actually spoken to Justin Holbrook for 10 minutes, so I've spoken to him for more than 10 minutes, but there's nothing really I can say. They're going to challenge the Knights. They may as well. They've got a challenge still, and there's only 4.5 minutes left, but I think this is a knock-on here. Bono's Belmore. I think, what was my favourite one? He did a lot of good ones. He did. God knows that was the fun of it. I know it was the fun of it, but there's a lot of snowflakes nowadays, man. He definitely lost that ball there. He's definitely lost that ball there because he's got it. Yeah, absolutely. Rolling 8 says 88 people watching, 88 likes. Guys, we're 2 likes away from the old 90. Schmug it. We're 2 likes away from the old 90. And obviously, if you don't subscribe, you will be kicked out of the house tomorrow because you have not subscribed to BKR Sport. And I'm telling you that you will be known as the biggest loser in life in history. Rule Wombat says, well, I saw Para's rep. Para fans, our hope for a win this week is gone. No. I don't want to hear buddy Parramatta fans blaming the ref. Your team has gotten beaten in literally 4 games in a row. Don't you buddy damn well start talking to me. Don't you start talking to me about no ref shit. If you lose a game, you lose it fair and square because your team is just dreadful right now. But left-hand side here for the Dogs. But I'm just waiting for an Eels fan to say, we needed this bad form. If the Dogs can score a try here, it's game on. Just throwing this out there. If they score a try here, it is absolutely game on. So right-hand side here. Daniel Member says, hey Blaze, there was a poll with Biden in it and he's voted as the worst commentator. Is it really that bad? Just ask the Afghanis, mate. Second tackle here for the Dogs. They're 25 metres out, right-hand side. They go out to Lachlan Lewis here and he'll get taken down here about the 20-metre line. Sachin Kelson says, Bo Knows Cricket was a good one. Yeah, Bo Knows was a very good segment. But, set restart for the Dogs. The game is still on here. Luke Thompson's going to get this ball inside the 10-metre line here. It's first tackle here. They're going to go right-hand side. Forward pass, maybe. I'm surprised it wasn't a forward pass there from the Dogs. But here's a big chance here for the Dogs. Sonny says, are you watching 9 now? No, I'm watching on a KO. So left-hand side here, second tackle. The Dogs knock it on. Terrible there from Carl Flanagan. That's not on Lewis. That's on Flanagan. Flanagan, you just cost your team the game. That was just shocking. Johnny Leonard says, I'm a Para fan and the team has no one to accept themselves to blame. Bingo, Johnny Leonard. You buddy, spot on, mate. You are so spot on. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's funny. Well, it's funny, but it's not funny, It's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny. Funny for everyone who's not a Parramatta fan. Second tackle here for the Knights, especially with all the shit that I copped beginning of this year. This is why it's so beautiful. Like, Parramatta fans absolutely... they tried to rip into me and I responded and they didn't like it and they said, they're going to win the premiership this year, so eat that, BKR Sport. Well, take that, buddy. Well, I don't even need to talk anymore. I just need to say, huh? Is Parramatta here, huh? That's not to say. I don't say nothing. So fifth tackle here for the Knights. They're going to be 35 minutes out of the line. And people take that as if I hate Parramatta. I don't. But I will definitely put them as dislike on the next video that I do in regards to hate, dislike, love, and all whatnot, just because I know it'll grind the absolute shit out of Parramatta fans. It's all good banter. That's going to be a penalty here to the Dogs. They have to score now, and then they have to score immediately again. Non-Felix, what's the best stadium for rugby league? Suncorp, Seabus, or Bankwest is the 3 that I would definitely have in mind there. Tony says, I like the Eels. That's fine. But Eels fans can be absolutely intolerable sometimes, so they definitely do cop it quite a lot. But in the same sense, I put Eels in. These are the 4 teams that I want to see do well, because they never do. Titans, Warriors, Tigers, and Eels. And 4 teams. Eels fans, you can talk all you like about your team not being with those 3 other teams, but you absolutely goddamn are. You absolutely goddamn are. But we'll talk about more Parramatta in the next game. We'll be streaming in 20 minutes or 15 minutes time for the Parramatta versus Cowboys game. But second tackle here for the Dogs, a minute and a half to go. They would have to score now, and then they would have about 30 seconds to score again. It's going to be right-hand side here, and they're going to be... Oh, he gets the offload away. Meany with the ball. Are you going to get tackled down there by Barnett? Not a great deal of time right now. Marcel says Bronco... Oh, no. So Marcel says Knights will win. Really? Wow, crazy. That's a crazy suggestion. That's just crazy, mate. So Dogs here, 25 minutes out, left-hand side, Kyle Flanagan with the ball. Gives it off to Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson here runs it himself, gets it to the 20, a minute 6 to go here, 4 tackle. I just can't believe it. Knights to win? That's a crazy suggestion right now, mate. But the Dogs here, now they're 5 minutes out. I reckon that's the biggest call you've ever said in your life, mate. So 5th tackle here for the Dogs. If they score right now, last chance. Good kick, actually. Jay Knockenball. Oh, that's a try. Has he just scored? He's actually just scored. I would check if the referee... he'll call time off here. This game is actually on. This is why you have Jay Knockenball in the team. Dogs, stop walking right now. You need to take this kick right now. You need to take this kick. You've got 30 seconds to potentially score. Jay Knockenball just scored a fantastic try. I can't believe this. I can't believe that Ockenball has actually scored a try. Oh! He has got that down. That's a try. That is a try. Jaden Ockenball has scored a try there, and that's a fantastic try. That if I'm the Dogs, I'm kicking this quickly here. You got 40 seconds, and you'll get the ball back. Oh, yeah, he scores the try. That's absolutely a try. That is one of the big... Jaden Ockenball has scored a great try here. I know it's crazy to say, but he's actually done something here, ladies and gentlemen. Jaden Ockenball, for once in his life, has actually decided to do something. Just a madness. Just an absolute madness. But with 30 seconds to go here, the Bulldogs have a chance to win this game. Sports Hub says no conversion. I would definitely take the conversion if I'm the Dogs. I would definitely take the conversion. There's no way you check this. Oh, you're going to be on report. Okay, there's an on report. If I'm the Dogs, I have the ball ready to go right now and then I take a quick kick. Yeah, absolutely, because the time is still off here. 37 seconds to go here. Conti is a bit late though. Absolutely a bit late, but they can still score. They've got 37 seconds. Well, they've probably got about 30 seconds to... If Flanagan can kick this, that's absolutely unbelievable. Golden Hans, is this ref is an absolute tosser? Yeah, well, yeah, but okay. So here we go here. Flanagan from the... Well, he's going to miss that one badly, so you may as well have missed... You may as well have just not taken the kick there. So 30 seconds to go here. They're going to stop the clock with 29 seconds. So the Dogs will get 2 tackles here. The Dogs will get 2 tackles. No, it's game over. What do you mean game over? It's a 6-point game, mate. What are you talking about game over? It's a 6-point game. What are you talking about? I'm not too sure why you'd be complaining about that, though, because that's absolutely a try. He doesn't go out there. It's absolutely a try there for Ockenball. Nice no one says, either way, win or lose, Doggies had a great game. Yeah, defensively, yeah. Attacking-wise, no, but yeah, just madness how this game has eventuated. And I did tell you guys, the Knights have this in them. So 29 seconds left here, and the Knights are going to kick this one off as far as they possibly can. Imagine they kicked it out in the full. That would be amazingly crazy. But Ockenball's going to bring this ball back here. 20 seconds to go here with 20 metres out here in their own line. They've got 18 seconds, 16, 15 seconds left here. Dogs with the ball, left-hand side. I would just assume that they're just going to run this play now. They're not even going to get tackled. Lewis here gets the ball out to the left-hand side, and they're going to get tackled 6 seconds to go. Oh, he's lost the game. He's lost the game. He's an idiot. He's lost the game. He's lost the game. He's lost the game. What an idiot. What a shithouse way to end that game, Nick Meany. Why would you get tackled? Why would you run the ball into a tackle there? Just kick the ball around, mate. You're going to get... Oh, man, what a real... Man, come on, man. Kick the ball. Throw the ball around. Do something. You don't just get tackled on a fit tackle in that situation. But there we go, guys. That's the end score. Bulldogs did relatively well to keep it a close game. 22-16 will be the final score. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too late there. And, geez, that was just shocking there from both the Knights and the ending there for the Dogs. But very similar to, I guess, the way that Raiders Manly game finished off. But Look, 22-16 final score. I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes' time for the Parramatta Eels versus North Queensland Cowboys game. Let's obviously go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys. We're one like away from the hunge. Smack the thumbs up button. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here, because if you don't subscribe, you will see Joe Biden and Blocker Roach as the duo commentators on BKR Sport tomorrow. And you don't want that, mate. You don't goddamn want that. So hit that subscribe button immediately. But alrighty, guys, jumping off. Appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in about 5 or 10 minutes' time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.